Keep Fear Games.
Huh?
I'm not proficient in perception. I just have a 14. I'm not used to playing clerics.
Oh, yeah.
I used to play cleric.
What do you usually run?
Normally, arcane casters. Yeah, and right now I'm running a Tabaxi celestial warlock who thinks she is a cleric, but she's not. So, when people ask her, hey, how can you do this when you're a cleric? And it's like, it's how I do it.
I rolled one up. I think I deleted it, but it was halfway. More like I thought he was a ranger.
Yes. It was a what?
A ranger, like a kid, and everyone he knows a ranger. So he like went out to the woods, and some hack was like, "Hey, kid."
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, just totally confused.
I'm glad we weren't live when we were doing that because party doesn't know yet, and I think we're at level 7 right now,
And they still have
have no idea.
That's funny.
For what?
Playing a warlock who's posing as a cleric, which celestial you get cure wounds, guiding bolt, which are pinnacle cleric things, and we're live now.
Everything up. But working guys. Alright, so to catch both of you up to speed on what has occurred, get these out the way. Last week we had a bit of a fun couple of encounters. Right out the gate, they set up camp and were looking to relax for the day, and they got attacked by an assassin vine. It hits relatively hard. 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and then 66 poison immediately on its next turn. Put him down in a single turn without really much effort. And then they...
And I failed to realize I had shield.
And had he done that, it would have been a lot harder to try to kill him.
Jingle jangle.
That's my health potion.
And then the very next, like one of the next encounters after they encountered a large snake and some flying snakes, they got almost got photo wrecked by the Gorillon zombies.
Yeah, that was stressful.
That was stressful on their part. They have 5 attacks. They got the people back to town. The remaining crew members. He did some betting on some dinosaur races and actually won. I finally got somebody to do it.
I mean, if we're still there, I might do it. Well, I don't have any money.
Well, you can bet like a 1 copper piece to 500 gold pieces.
Oh no, I just spent all my money on a short road.
If you want to borrow some gold to gamble, I will happily give it to you.
Yeah, we still have a paladin, but not the stingy one.
I did, yeah.
Stingy one?
Yeah, he wouldn't gamble, but he would drink.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't believe in gambling against God, and then he went to get beer and hookers.
Like he would get beer and hookers.
I mean, depending on
His priority. Come on.
depending on which god.
Point.
Spell-wise, we're better off.
So, you guys are in Port Nyanzaru. It is, we'll say, it's like 2 or 3 days after all the events that they took part in. And it has got a steady rain going outside. But there is a scheduled race today. Anybody wants to take part in that? I'm giving you guys the opportunity before we go ham and get killed. Well, sorry, before you go ham and get killed.
I bet 10, I think. You want 10 gold? I'll give you 10 gold.
I only got 5 gold, but hey, what
I was going to say, for some reason, I only have 5 gold. I'll bet 5 gold.
Alright.
Not going to need in the jungle. Might as well get my jollies on.
Alright.
So what do we get to bet on?
I'm getting to that as we speak. Alright. Let me describe to you the dinosaur races, since I'm sure not everybody remembers. The city is famous for its weekly dinosaur races through the streets. The dinosaurs are painted in bright designs and their riders try to steer them along the course that winds around the harbor in the city's Fort Hills. Spectators are seldom injured, but it's a dangerous sport for the dinosaurs and their riders. A typical race day has 3 races. One for 4-legged beasts, one for 2-legged beasts, and one for no-holds-barred unchained race. Many of the dinosaurs involved are juveniles, as fully grown versions can be too large and too difficult for the riders to manage. The dinosaurs are stoutly muzzled and have their claws and horns blunted in all but the unchained race. The 4-legged race is dominated by Ankylosaurus and Triceratops, but Dimetrodons have also done well when paired with small riders. Most competitors in the 2-legged race are Hadrosauruses and with small riders. The Unchained race sees riders on anything including young Allosauruses and very young Tyrannosaurus rexes. So those are the 3 races. You got the 4-legged race, you got the 2-legged race, and then Unchained, just everything, do or die.
5 gold on the Unchained.
And we're betting, not competing, right?
You're betting, yes.
Okay.
And here's what you can. There are many things you can bet on. Players can bet on a dinosaur to help. Bets can range from 1 copper piece to 5 pieces. Let's see. Bets can be for a dinosaur to win, to place in the top 3, to show it all, or do something specific during the race, like attack another racer or throw its rider. So many bets can win in the course of a single race.
So, the question we have
Yes.
is, do we get to look at the animals first so we see how mean they are?
I get to describe them to you. Here's the racers. One is called Big Honker. It is a crowd-pleasing young Tyrannosaurus Rex. We'll say it has yellow markings on it.
Like Big Bird.
Huh?
Big Bird.
Yeah, we'll call it Big Bird.
Call him Big Bird.
Oobtow's favorite, a young Triceratops on a winning streak. And he'll have blue and red markings in the shape of triangles and such. Banana Candy, a well-trained Hadrosaurus. And we'll say he's got pink and bright blue just all over him. Bone Cruncher, a young, ill-tempered Allosaurus with black and red paint. The one that he won on last week, Grung Stomper, a young Ankylosaurus. And we'll say this got green and red and black primarily on the feet. Scarbat, a young Tyrannosaurus Rex on its last race of the week. Nasty Boy, who's an Allosaurus with a famous trainer. So he's got blue, neon green, and bright bloody red. Jungle Princess, I'm not even trying to pronounce that, a Dinochus with a frightened jockey, so he's kind of scared about how he's going to run this. And then we got Mountain Thunder, an aging Dimetrodon with blue and white paint all over.
I don't even remember what they look like.
You can just Google it. I mean, I had to Google half these dinosaurs whenever I started running this book.
Okay.
Honestly, I've been hooked on banana candy since I heard it.
Sounds like a Diane song.
Which one was that? The mean
The well-trained Hadrosaurus.
Oh, you're doing banana candy?
I'm...
Okay, we're going to do 2 different ones.
Yeah.
Same here.
I am. You said there was a young, aggressive Tyrannosaurus Rex?
A young Tyrannosaurus Rex on its last race, and then there is a crowd-pleasing Tyrannosaurus Rex, so it's like a showboat.
Yeah, but there was one in between.
There was the
An ill-tempered Allosaurus.
That's what it is. I want an ill-tempered.
That one is Bone Cruncher. Now, what would you like to bet on? Because you can. This is going to be one race. What's everybody wanting to bet on? Like what kind of race? The 4-legged, 2-legged, unchained.
Unchained.
Okay, everybody's going big or going home. All right. I'm already liking this.
I want to see blood and guts.
Oh, and it gives me no way to describe it, so I go into detail. Last week he bet on one of them and it smashed a Tyrannosaurus Rex in the face with his big old rock tail and just kept going.
Okay, so let's see. First, I want to put 1 gold, you know, on that one where the rider's scared.
On
It's
the
getting kicked.
Jungle Princess.
We're going to do Jungle Princess is going to throw the rider
Jungle Princess will throw the rider. Okay,
one
so that's your bet. That's 1 gold, right?
on that one.
Anybody else place some bets?
No, I'm not done placing that.
Oh,
I'm going to put 1 gold on that one.
Layers to this.
there's layers to this question.
Are we told beforehand what the payout is going to be for these different tiers?
Unfortunately, I can't tell you.
Okay.
And 4 gold on my ill-tempered Allosaurus. He's going to sit there and draw some blood.
Alrighty.
He's gonna draw blood.
I personally don't know how horse races work, so I didn't know if you were told the odds beforehand.
Oh no, I got
On normal horse races,
normally
yes.
Okay.
So we got 1 gold.
On Miss Princess to throw her rider. And four gold on my Aliosaur, ill-tempered Aliosaur to draw blood on someone.
And so you got 1 gold on the other one for.
What, for the blood?
Yeah, for
No,
the
4 gold.
bone crunch. 4 gold?
4 gold. I was gonna go 5, but once I heard the one the rider is afraid, he's gonna throw the rider.
Alright, anybody else place bets?
No, I'm just watching.
I'm gonna do 2 on the same bet for the throw the rider. Gold. I'm gonna do 3 on the Allosaurus to place.
Alrighty, what is it, Bone Cruncher, the young ill-tempered Allosaurus?
And then what was the guy on a wing streak?
That would be Ooptow's favorite, a young Triceratops on a streak, yes.
I'll put 5 on him to win.
So I've got for you the 2 gold pieces on Jungle Princess to throw rider, and there was how much on the Bone Cruncher to
3
Alright, to do what now again?
to place.
So you place top. Alrighty, so
See, I'm in
I have to literally roll for each one of these. You want to bet too?
Yes. Let's go with Uptow's favorite, 2 to place.
You gotta have fun.
Yeah. Banana hammock is going to be 2 to place.
He's doing this to set us up. He's gonna kill us later, just so you know.
I'm aware.
Oh, that's fine.
So you place in the top 3.
He said he was gonna kill him before.
How much you say you put on banana candy?
2.
No, he changed the name to Banana.
Yeah, but we're on a stream here, sir. They have only 2 viewers at the moment, but still.
And 1 for Princess to draw blood. I'm hoping it's the rider's blood.
I couldn't put comments on that.
Alright, so I'm going to proceed to roll and then I'll describe everything. This is only going to be one solid race. So, Jungle Princess, the first one to try to throw her rider.
Our Trevor, take the red water on the screen.
Blood.
Really appreciate that.
We go to Banana Candy to draw blood. Just these names are ridiculous.
Nobody likes a bloody banana. Not the one you want.
But
Place.
Did you really expect us to do anything different?
Oaktal's favorite to try to, let's see, win. All right, so that's a lot of rolling, a lot of chance here. So the race begins.
The race begins.
The horns have been filed enough to be sharp because they were blunted in the previous races.
Yep.
They all start on the line. We got,
I wonder if the throw the rider happened before the race.
well, the Jungle Princess, her rider, is getting real nervous. You can see him sweat. Some of his face paint's starting to run a little bit. Then the big horn blows, echoes throughout the city, and the races begin. Dirt and dust just kicks up. As soon as the race starts, Jungle Princess immediately rears back and the rider just rolls right off and immediately takes off.
1 gold win.
So those two are yes.
Does the rider bleed?
No, he does not. He just rolls. He's covered in dust. His own sweat.
I wasn't saying he tried to leave.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Oaktail's favorite seems to be just knocking everything left, right, and center around. Even Big Honker slips, hits the top of his little crest, and then rolls back, landing on his back. The rider just rolls off and immediately gets back on as best as he can. Races continue. There's dust and dirt and buildings, everything just crashing on him. It's a very tense race. Okay, we're doing that. It's a very tense race. Riders are flying. There's some blood coming in and out of these things.
Uh-oh.
It's
Wait.
getting really rough.
Did mine draw blood yet?
Not the ones you wanted to draw blood. But as the race comes to a screeching halt, Oaktail's favorite smashes aside Big Honker as he catches a good run. Gets up to the finish line. Almost like in Mario Kart, whenever somebody gets hit with a blue shell right at the finish line, which I can see, and they just rage, Big Honker slides his face just behind the finish line. Oaktail's favorite, big old Triceratops, just blazes and comes. Everybody else flying forward. Here's the things that have happened that have been in your favor. Jungle Princess did throw her rider, so I marked both bets as the ones that won. Banana Candy did unfortunately not draw blood. Oaktail's favorite did win and did place, so whoever put those bets on that. And Banana Candy did come in third.
Here we go.
So, here's the winnings, one at a time. For whoever put 1 GP on Jungle Princess to throw her rider,
I was actually going to throw this one out here.
you get 5 gold pieces for that. 5 gold pieces added on, so you get your 1 and you get 5 total, so 6 immediately.
Hey, oh, gold piece.
And for Jungle Princess to throw her rider, we're going to put 2 GP on that. You get your 2 back plus 10.
Oh wait, you're
Stonks. Going up.
For Ooktail to win, you get your wager back plus 1 gold piece.
6 total.
Yes.
I thought you were just joking.
Whoever bet for Ooktail to place, as well, who put 2 GP on it, got their 2 gold pieces back and 5 copper. And whoever bet on Banana Candy to get top 3 got their 2 gold pieces back plus 6 copper.
You first. All right.
The payouts were actually really, really well done. Jungle Princess was the one that had the largest payout for any of the bets. It was pretty solid. And that was a 1 in 6 chance of that happening.
Oh man, mine didn't draw any blood.
Unfortunately, no blood was drawn from yours. I had to mark them each one I rolled
No problem.
for. It was pretty weird.
Hey, let's put it this way. I still won a gold.
Yes.
Started with 5, I got 6.
Alrighty. The race is settled. About an hour later, the town goes back to
I know a little
normal.
bit.
Monsters are put back in their pens. It's about midday now. They did the races in the morning. Get it out. And it's starting to rain. A decent amount.
Doesn't it rain a decent amount every day?
Periodically, yeah. But this is like where it's been a steady drizzle most of the day. Now it's like a heavy pour.
Should we wait to set out in the morning or try and trudge through this?
We're not going to get that far this afternoon.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Would any of the local bars be interested in buying some like craft IPA that we have on our outpatient? If we were to fill up like a whatever jug of beer and bring it in and be like, hey, I know you guys are really getting killed out here on the island. Literally. Could we try to make some profit off our alchemy jug while we're here?
Like when you sold a snakeskin belt to somebody and got a good profit for that because I rolled 1.
Totally.
All right, let's do that. Let's roll. Roll a persuasion.
La persuasion.
It's me.
19.
Wow, you actually won. Okay. I got an 18. So after some conversation, he sees that some of his ale tanks are running a bit low. They've heard about you a little bit. The crew members that you saved from the wrecked ship they have spoken about you quite a bit throughout the town, as well as the captain. So he's like, so he basically agrees, yeah, you can take some of your fine ale from that mysterious jug you have.
So I don't show him the mysterious jug. I just walk in with a thing of ale or beer or whatever already
Okay.
corked and tapped and everything. I don't want anyone to know what we got, like magic item-wise.
Fair enough. You just bring in like a big jug of ale.
Let him taste it, you know.
It tastes a very fine, finest honey. So he offers you, let's see, 5 gold for that,
5 gold.
which is more than a pint of ale.
This is a gallon. How many pints are in a gallon?
I don't know the metric system.
2 pints to a quart.
That's not even metric. That's an imperial.
I don't know the imperial system. I don't know my system. It's worth 40? 40 gold?
Well, their markup would make it worth 40. Tell him I will give it to him for 20, and then he can make 100% profit off a high quality company.
I'll agree to that. 20 gold for it. 20 gold for a nice jug of ale.
By the time we're at the store, it's all about for a long way out.
Take the 20 gold with you in case you need to order and whatever you go to.
I'm gonna go to whatever clergy is about and see if I can acquire some holy water.
Their god system is a little different, but getting holy water from the Schultzian priests would not be something to be honest. They cater to adventurers here, because adventurers are now less pricey.
Besides, we helped them. Remember? We helped kill those zombies and stuff.
I don't think he was there for that.
He wasn't there for that, but we would have to help him. Nobody else did.
I'll claim full ownership of those actions.
Fine by me. You can easily go buy yourself some holy water for the regular price.
I don't even know how much holy water is.
Not barely anything really.
It's like 25 gold a bottle.
Holy water?
Holy water, 25 gold.
He'll give it to you for 15.
Okay.
Because you're an adventuring guy, you help people around here. Your name is not unheard of.
Okay, so I'm like 2 gold short from a longbow.
I'll give it to you. He's not really worried about it.
Pick up a couple.
That gave me a D8.
Oh, I might want to throw the map out there.
Yeah, you might.
Because I always do that. This time I forgot.
So where are we going now? Fix that there.
It's a little bit of a lag, but it's alright.
We need to go down here. I think that was next on our
Yeah.
Down to the
Peaks of Flame, that area. There was something we had to go do.
I think it said it was in a vat.
Value.
So you guys are hanging out at the bar, figuring out, or one of the taverns, the rowdy one or the calm one?
rowdy one. High level.
Blue oyster from cops.
Blue oyster from Cop.
That's alright. I might get to punch somebody.
You might get to.
Police academy, sorry.
Police Academy. Yeah, I remember that meeting. But anyway, you guys are hanging out, doing your thing, talking, going over your map, what you want to do.
Okay, what quests do we have right now that are still open? That needs to be done?
Oh, there's a lot actually, but I decided to change things just a little bit instead of making things too open-ended. I'm gonna just start, kind of guiding you guys in certain directions just to get the
So
story moving
what are we
along.
supposed to be doing now?
As of right now, I'm actually getting ready to start.
Oh, okay.
An individual walks up to you guys, a woman, to get a good verbal, or not verbal, but visual look. That lady.
I start licking my eyebrow.
Azaka Stormfang?
Yes. It's me.
A lizard? Another lizard folk?
No, he's just like,
Oh, no, my tongue's longer.
about to say, you make it really happy. Anyway, she comes up to you guys. She's got a jug of ale with her. You guys, she looks over at your map and says to you, I heard your... I don't know any of your guys' names. So I'm just going to say, she's going to say your name, say one of your guys' names. Yours, Ranger Man.
We are the Banana Hammocks. We are Team Banana Hammock. Captain Banana Hammock.
Okay.
That's what his name is.
You're the banana. Okay, you are the banana hammocks. We'll put it that way. She comes up to you. Says, I heard what you did with the crew members from that ship that was stuck in the trees. They've spoken quite a bit about you. I was curious if I could enlist your help trying to find something of an heirloom with my family. I will happily guide you through the jungle if you can help me acquire this. It was a mask stolen from my family, an heirloom to my people. Stolen from me by the Terror folk, over by Flame Finger. I've been there many times. Terror folk over at Fire Finger.
Terror folk. What are terror folk?
Pterodactyl people.
Oh, okay.
They're in your book if you want to know about them.
Yeah, I figured they were. That's why you could.
I think we talked about it last week.
Yeah, with Nanny Poo Poo.
Yeah.
That was her name, Nanny Poo Poo.
I thought we got rid of her.
What?
I thought we got rid of her.
Yeah, that's right. That was 2 weeks ago. Nanny Poo Poo crushed your head in. That's right. Or Nanny Poo Poo's flesh golem crushed your head in.
Yeah.
She gives you a description of where this place is at, and it's roughly about right over here, where right next to Curse Sabali. She says that she will happily take you to it, free of charge, or be your guide, if you will help her find this. Anything else you find there, you can keep. She just needs help to get that mask. A family heirloom.
What does she say? What it does?
She says it's a family heirloom. It's carved in the shape of a tiger. It's a very precious family heirloom of hers that she would like to have back. She doesn't say.
Doesn't matter.
She just says it's a family heirloom and she would like to have it back. She says she tells you her expenses are free of charge if you can take her to it. It's hard to keep up that accent. That's why
So she said it's a fire figure. Is this a town?
it's a natural tower.
Natural tower.
It's not over near the peaks of flame.
How high is this tower?
She describes to you that it's 300 feet high.
That's a tower.
I am down. Are you down?
I
Down.
got 50 feet of rope. If you need that much rope, it's going to be hard to throw it up that high.
I also have 50 feet.
If somebody has an explorer bag, they can get the Teton thing.
Pythons.
Yeah, Tetons where they hit into the thing, put right through.
And what about your hammer for the pitons?
Use your fist.
We got a dwarf somewhere, don't we? Yeah, there we go.
I have a big hammer.
Use his forehead. You're hard as stone.
I have a big hammer.
Anyone have pitons?
Yeah.
I don't, but we can. How much are they?
Right off the top of my head.
Pitons.
They're not expensive.
They are 1 copper apiece.
So I'll buy like 5.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Is this something we're going to have to climb the outside, or you go
I
into
think
the
it's
center of the tower?
P-I-T-O-N.
She describes to you that it's that there's ladders on the outside, and that there is cave systems to some degree on the inside. She hasn't gotten too far up because she's scared of heights.
So we're going to have to go to the ladders outside, and then go down the center of it. Are you going in with us, or is this why you need the help because of the heights?
She describes that she needs the help mainly because of the heights. It literally is in the book that she's afraid of heights, and that she will avoid going too high if she can. She will avoid going too high if she can.
Hey, maybe we cover her eyes and let her climb up that way.
How long will it have?
One above, one below.
She said.
Oh God.
How many of these
What?
Terra folk are there?
That you know
Has
of.
she scouted this place out, I'm assuming?
She says she knows of at least over a dozen.
That's dope.
I like your enthusiasm. Yeah, let's do this.
Murder. Let's way into it. Alright.
So is our paladin out forever? Our other paladin?
The dwarf paladin, he's out for now. We'll say he's getting drunk at one of the bars because he wants, booze and hookers.
Yeah. He's at a wedding that he officiated.
A wedding.
I can say, well, my guy doesn't do
Anything else that we can think of that we need for climbing a 300-foot
Got
tower?
pitons.
well, there's ladders going up here.
Just gonna start setting these up for random encounters when they do occur. So go ahead and do your thing.
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Long rest?
Yeah, of course.
Does anyone know Featherfall by any chance?
What's that?
But I can see if I can
Oh, this is just set up for the environment.
No. Does anybody know Featherfall by chance? Like, what's that?
I can give you
I don't have my wings yet.
the grace of the cat.
I'm not so much worried about it on account of my dexterity. Dexterity? Plus one to ladder crimes, just in case.
Plus one to ladder.
Every time you hear a bell, a dragon gets his
Alright.
Alrighty.
So are we going to boat down there?
I mean, I could swap out one of my. Because that's like we just leveled. I could swap out one of those level spells.
Or we can try to buy a spell scroll. If he gets a spell scroll, he can just put it in his book, right? That's how that works.
Come on, we need to fight. I need to cut something to pieces.
So if it's a scroll, I mean, I just get the one time each day.
Well, if you then scribe the scroll into your spellbook, you'll have it.
Is there anywhere important in Zara that I can go to look for a spell scroll?
Like, looking for a particular spell in general?
Featherfall.
Let's see how much that would be. See how much that would come out to. Man, I'm getting out of shape.
You're not getting out of shape, you're getting in another shape.
If I get
Round
that
is a
scroll, is
shape.
it already prepped? Like, do I get it as a prepped spell?
What's up?
If I use the scroll and have it in my inventory, do I then get it as a prepped spell on top of what I already have?
If it's a scroll, then you can use it that one time. If you then transcribe it into your book, you can continually prepare.
What level is Featherfall?
First. Yeah, but that's gonna be expensive.
Like right now, I have the option. I can swap out something.
We'll say that it's going to be 55 gold.
I mean, if I swap it out, I can get healing elixir.
If that's what you want to do, man. I'm
I
not
mean,
trying to
you're
drive
good,
the
right?
train.
You have
Looking for
Who else has capability to do that?
I
I'm a pilot.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get rid of healing elixir.
So I can do 20 points of.
So I'm gonna swap out healing elixir.
You know, so I said that. I already know how many I can do. Because otherwise, it's smite time. Dino smite.
If everybody is unconscious, I can do 20 points of healing to each of you for a second level spell slot.
Is that spare the dying? No, that's not spare.
No, it's prayer of healing.
Spare the dying.
But if everybody's unconscious,
Immediately stop rolling your death save. Right, we'll live.
Okay, so
That's a bonus. That's a bonus.
are we done? You ready to go?
Yep, we're good.
hop in the boats.
Okay.
Can we boat down there?
Yeah, you guys still have your boat. Yeah, they got a boat.
Oh, we bought another boat? I thought we had the canoe.
Oh, that's right. That's the one I'm thinking. The canoes.
The canoe they made us because we healed people.
that definitely sounds like a bell.
Ring for heals.
That's my health potion.
Alrighty, so you guys can cover 2 hexes
Actually, get it from
in a matter of a day while traveling on the boat. And I don't have it. No, good luck with that. I will roll just a handful of times. Let's see what y'all run into. So it takes, you guys cover about 20 miles on the boat. you hit a riverbank along the edge of the jungle just to sort of set up camp. You guys can't really, you don't think it's a good idea unless you want to try to ride through the night.
Right?
Did she say how quickly, how important it was to?
It's not any time crunch.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, but she would like to have it back as soon as possible. And
Could be forward.
if you need one,
Got mine. Come on. Ruh-roh. Rain alert. Begin around 7:46 p.m. Sorry.
we'll use her as the lady, as the storm lady.
You definitely had a lot of doors. I'll use that door.
Hey, wait a second. You got one of mine, don't you?
Do I?
Fighter right there.
Oh yeah, I've got one.
Oh, you bought one now?
Yeah, this is mine.
Okay.
I got one, and I got the other guy in
Yeah.
here somewhere.
I could have swore you had.
Here he is. Here's the other guy. Are you looking for what kind of board?
I was looking. This dude. Big old hammer.
Senor Beef Body.
Senor Beef Body. Alright. And this will be the lady. You guys are setting up
That's
camp.
my banana.
Sorry about that.
That terrified me.
What?
What, the Skull Kid laughter?
I hate that.
That's my notifications.
It sounded like it was right in my ear, and I was about to throw some hands at some ghosts. I am.
Oh, just
terrified.
clarifying.
I'm glad I did something good. Just imagine being in the middle of the night,
Yeah,
ready to fall
no,
asleep,
no.
somebody messages me.
Absolutely not.
At the state I work full time at the fire department, I've got these little magnetic sound makers. They're random, and one of them,
Oh no.
and then one has children's laughter. And all kinds. So I put that up in the air vent.
Oh.
And then now I had 3 of these. Another one does like a cat meow, and I put that in one of the wall near the wall, and one inside of a lamp that was the old Nokia ringtone, all at the same time. And the officer that night, about 2 in the morning, wakes everyone up and says, "Nobody's going to sleep until we finally get a cat in the wall."
Oh, that's a sleepless night.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was fun. That's a long story short. It was rather. They had the desks split apart. They had the ceiling was Are we able to stop right now?
You guys would be stopping along the riverbank. You're about just about by this boat, about just actually just a handful of days out. And you did encounter something, and I'm looking it up.
Detect magic as I can.
Because you can detect that.
At will.
Just like all
Yeah, pretty much.
like that warlock invocation where he constantly has mage armor. Okay. So,
Why are you smiling? Looking
Now that I know that it's you, I'm okay with it. But when it was out of the blue, this general area, I wasn't okay.
See,
you
now
guys are
you
setting
know
up
this.
camp. Go ahead and we'll say you guys can set up in this general area because there's a small room in there. She's hanging out with you guys.
Say I'm sitting up on the.
It is about, to give it an accurate time, we'll say about 8:30. The sun's already gone down. Still some red on the horizon, just a little bit.
Are we setting up camp or are we resting?
We'll say you guys, well, what do you want to do? Set up camp, rest, hang out?
We might as well set up camp. We're gonna cook something.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a new item to roast. Or grill.
little long pig.
And fun fact, I can purify it.
Hey, fire purifies a lot if it's cooked well.
It doesn't purify everything.
Purifies your soul. Trial by fire.
Maybe we'll get some cobalts. Have roasted cobalt.
Which, side note, would purify food and drink take the alcohol out of beer?
Yes.
If I wanted to be a butt, since it's technically poison.
Because it doesn't have any ill effects on your stats, aside from drinking too much and just getting drunk, I would say no unless you're specifically trying to remove the alcohol. Then you're like, yeah, I can target the alcohol and remove it now. It's water, boys.
Gotcha.
So I have
I can turn wine into water.
secondary question to that.
Anti-Jesus. Anti-Christ.
If he was to have alcohol and then he purified it, wouldn't that just increase the grade and purity of the alcohol? So if we had like old crappy vodka and then he pulled like the tannins out of it, wouldn't it turn into like really good vodka?
Yeah, it's just
We'll say
Spec it a grape.
you put the two,
And then I
you put
can
the
So I can do it either way.
and then I can
Fantastic.
flavor it.
You can make one better or one worse.
You guys put the potato sweat through the tube socket extra time. Alright, so you guys are setting up a degree camp. Everybody's passive perception. Let me see.
14.
No, mine's 10.
Pat, your ears, your fingers are in your ears.
Hey,
The
I
two
got
of
an
you that are
intelligent.
slithering, heavy slithering, come from all directions.
All directions?
Like it's just like all around you. It's not, like heavy, but it's not footsteps and it's movement. Slithering movement from around the tree. It sounds big.
Sounds big.
Sounds big.
So I'm gonna look at him and be like, they've got us surrounded. Those poor bastards.
Everybody in the center.
They?
I don't know. I'm gonna throw up Maxie and then just like sit down in the middle of everyone and warg into her and just like try to figure out what it is. See if I can get eyes on this target.
Maxie is a what?
It's a owl with a night vision.
Ooh, maybe we sit there and have you guys.
Alrighty. So you hear the slithering start to slow down as your owl goes out. And both of you guys, since you know about it, roll it this time.
22. 10.
Alright, so wrapping around the wall, the edge of the wall here, where are you at?
Edge of which wall?
This one right here. You see a large, coiled, snake-like thing wrapped around the edge right here. And you can see what you perceive to be a head looking at you. I'll say it's there because it's actually large.
Cool.
I thought you said they were all around.
Oh, that's just the only one you can see.
Can I do a perception? Never mind. Not that
I'll just say to the rest of the group, hey, over here. And cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Well,
Why is that belt moving?
Why is that belt moving? Mr. I make belts out of snakes. Time is mother snakes. In this mother jungle. Alrighty, everybody. Now we go. Roll initiative. What'd you get?
11.
11.
14.
7?
16. How did the cleric beat everybody?
You and me roll off.
Because you were right next to it.
2.
5.
That wasted it on that.
Alrighty, so actually, they all go first. By they all, I mean 5. They are large, so I'm placing them on individual on 4 hexes at a time.
We got all pretty colors.
What is these things?
They're called jaculi.
That doesn't sound fun.
Since when do snakes hunt in packs? I thought they were like sharks.
This is the jungle. You're questioning the logic.
Of you, yes.
Alright, let me look up. I got a picture of them. They're actually really cool looking. Large beast. Snake. Snake. They can blend. Change the texture and color of their... They're called jaculi. They can change the texture and color of their scales to blend in. They're 15 feet long. And this is where the fun sets in. So they're there, these would be here, and he was doing there.
Oh, hey, did they use dark vision to see us right now since it's dark out?
Oh, you're that kind of ranger.
They have blind sight.
Okay, blind sight?
That means they can just heat sense you.
30 feet. Why? What were you going to try to do?
No, because I'm a Gloomstalker male, so if they use dark vision to see me at night, I'm invisible to them.
They have blind sight, 30 feet. Alrighty.
That's easy.
I'm going to go after you first, since you're right there. What's your AC?
It is effectively a 19.
So that bite does not hit.
Shield of Faith.
Then we got this one, first one going up against Dragon Man from this end. That's a crit. Not kidding on it.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy dice, you won. First attack against you is a freaking crit.
What else is new? You're acting like
19 damage.
I mean, no. Almost every time he tries, the first time he tries to hit me.
Every single time. I don't know why.
But he likes to use his candy dice. So.
The second, I love those dice. The second one attacking you, that's a 4, so no. And then these last one on the edge, that one over here can't hit you. That one on the edge going after the wizard. What's your AC? So 17 plus 4 is 21. And damaging for 10 with a solid bite. They do not have poison, so that's a good thing.
Just chomp.
They're just they like to swallow things.
So he's on to me to bite?
Yes.
Can I bite him back as a reaction? We've done it before.
All right, go ahead and try.
We've done it before. Why not try it again? 10, 15.
That one does hit.
Yep, I think we did a D6 a bite.
Yeah.
2. Strength is 5. Hey, it gets something. That's what happened to good heartbeat.
All right, now we move on to 16. The other one.
That's me. The other one at 1 first.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to first as a bonus action cast. Yeah, I'll cast Sanctuary on myself, and then I'll go over and heal.
That will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
18.
Miss. And it should have made a Wisdom saving throw before that.
Okay, so that would have failed maybe. I can tell you that.
So that attack would have gone through.
What is that for, by the way? The
Sanctuary.
Okay. That's right. It's great.
And Cure Wounds, first level. 9 points of healing.
All right, then we move on. Is that all you got? All right, we move on to 14.
That is me. So I will bonus action cast. I will bonus action cast the Zephyr Strike. And then now as a Gloomstalker, when I attack in my first round, I get an additional attack. So I'm going to go for this guy attacking my wizard buddy.
Oh, really? Right.
I think think I did
My first roll.
so much stuff going on now. It's ridiculous. Give me a second.
Here's you rogues. Don't forget your sneak attack if you can get that.
I do because he's engaged with him. On your first turn in combat, you have advantage. Alright, so 7 plus 7, 14. Nat 20. Dope.
So you get, was that 2 attacks or was that rolling with advantage?
That was rolling with advantage.
Okay, so you critted it.
Crit, so I get 1.
You also get a second attack on your first turn.
So I get 1d8 plus 3. This is going to be a lot. Give me a second.
You're good.
So that's 10 total, and then 1d8 for my Zephyr Strike, 5, and then 1d6 for my sneak attack, so 16, and then I attack again.
Dead.
17.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
All right.
Well, then I will attack that guy.
Not terrible.
17 to hit that.
They're snakes. They're big snakes is what they are.
1d8 plus 3.
Like I said, we'll have something to roast.
8 damage to that guy.
8 total?
Yep.
Alright, he's still up. Got an arrow in his big old coiled body. Anything else you got?
I am going to move over here. Actually, I'm gonna stay right here.
Alrighty. 11.
I don't like that guy in front of me. The one that critted. Or the one that's hanging on. What? Go ahead.
Sorry. My second attack does an additional D8. Sorry. I just got all this ability. I made 1 additional weapon attack that deals an extra D8 damage. Yeah, so I did my first D8 for the bow, and then my second D8 plus another 2. Sorry.
I hadn't rolled yet, so it's good.
Swing away, Johnny. Which one? Front one?
The one that's on me.
Alright. Go for it.
The other one took 16 or less.
That's 14.
That hits. Not a very high AC in these things.
Okay. Alright, so we take. And guess what else I'm going to do?
Dino Smite.
It's the Dino Smite. 3d8.
Why not?
Plus 3. 8, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yep.
He's not going to eat me now.
Yeah, they ain't that big. They're just snakes. They're snakes.
Next.
They'll eat us eventually.
They're just waiting, biding your time.
Hey, we're spending a long rest anyways.
You got anything else?
I can't do anything else.
Alrighty. Now it's going to be the girl. She's actually very tough.
Get some.
Let her
what is
take
it,
that
a
back
Zap-
one out.
a
She's facing that direction anyways.
Did she ever tell us her name?
Yeah.
Zaka Storm thing?
Zaka Storm thing, yeah. Let's call her A. She's got 2 attacks with her scimitar. She's immediately going to then. Oh, she can use her longbow as well, which you might as well. Longbow.
Longbow.
I want one of those.
It shoots
I was
16.
about to say,
two
is
shots
that
with
just a fancy way to say crossbow?
She's got 2 shots with it. She's going to pop him.
It shoots
And that's a
16
crit.
wands.
She might actually kill it.
So much.
You rolled a crit, you didn't even do crit.
Still
She
killed
popped
it.
it with 1 shot. Now she's going to turn and shoot the one that actually tried to bite you and failed. And that one's a fail too. So she shot one and went straight through and went like right down its mouth and right out the side. So that was definitively dead. And the other one she just turned, tried to be Neo and just missed. 7. Wizlord.
Has that one been damaged at all yours?
This one? No.
No, it's not. The last 2 that are left have not been damaged.
Alright, I'll try fire. I'm gonna move so I have a clear shot.
You can see him either way.
Okay.
You can shoot through peeps.
So 14.
That hits. They don't have very high AC, they're just sticks.
So firebolt, 1d10.
it's just 6.
Vincent burns some scales off, and its color sort of changes from a bright green, goes to purple, then it goes right back to green. It's a nice little burned scale off of it.
Hey, we could have food this way.
Then 16 for the snacks again.
They're coming after me again. Yay!
Because you're there.
I know.
First one. 18 plus 4, 22.
18 by itself is.
So it gives me a 10 together. Solid sinking bite. The next one.
Can I do a reaction on that?
You may try. Bite away, Johnny.
12 plus the 5 is 17.
You got it.
D6. Give him 6. Cool. I really got pissed. Don't you love having a
Having the ability to bite. And then the next one. This one from here.
Yep.
11 plus 4, 15. Up to negative. Alrighty. Trying to move things in quickly. So that solid bite is not hit.
Wisdom saving throw to the one that just got fired to.
Alrighty. 14.
That succeeds, so.
What was this for? Sanctuary?
No, Toll the Dead.
Oh, I did that spell.
Yeah, just bash my shield with my hammer.
Ding, ding. No. Alrighty. 14.
I will attack the guy right there.
That's very specific.
This dude, because he's engaged, so I get sneak attack. 20, dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
5 plus 6 total.
5 plus 6.
No, 6 total. 5 plus 1.
Alright, that was just one shot.
Yep, that's all I got.
Pops in, he's got a big old arrow in his body now. He's about like this big around, by the way. Got a nice arrow meat sunken into it.
Delicious.
So that got 12 on him. So he only has 5 left.
Alright. Going on now to 11.
Hit. On that far one, guess what I'm gonna do?
Smite it again. Might as well get your long rests.
Yep. 13. 16.
16 was enough to kill it.
So we got 1 left.
Has it been damaged?
Yes. And we go on to the girl. She's got 1 shot, or she's got 2 shots, but she's going to shoot them both at him. One's a crit. I'm good with my crits
Look
today. They're
different
both
directions.
Yeah, you want to have that, right?
Yeah, it's dead. So she just shoots that one clear off.
Alright.
Just immediately get popped.
Look at all that snake spaghetti.
Hell yeah.
That was that.
Yeah.
And as for the XP,
Oh yeah.
there's 5 of them and there's 5 of you. Everybody gets 100. She counts as being there for the purposes of splitting up XP, but she does not love it.
Alright, gather them up in a 5-foot radius. Purify food and drink.
Snake burrito.
Man, I can
Snake burritos.
I can make it taste like burritos. I can
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation. I said it finally.
What you call it? Purgation.
Purgation.
Purgation by flame is
Purgatory. Yeah, so we can make it taste like burritos. Flaming Amy.
The Flaming Amy's out in the jungle. I love it.
Oops. It hit the corner and flopped. There you go.
It's already.
Dwarven Paladin.
Alrighty, Rick.
Not a paladin. But
Understand, but still.
yeah, that's.
I took the lower level one for the war cleric.
I might have more for
I don't know, make more belts and try to sell them.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with this thing.
I'm just gonna save one of the skins, throw in my pack, and then I'll bring it to you.
Let's do a. We'll say I'll give you 20 to be able to peel off enough skin to make a belt.
Is there enough skin to make a water skin? Not just a water skin.
There would be enough to make a water skin, but you'd have to make the interior of it.
but we can pull the bladder out of the snake. How big is the snake's bladder? 'Cause that's what they used to make water skin, right? Sheep bladder.
I didn't know that, but we'll say it's big enough to make a water skin. You want to drink out of the snake's pee bag?
It's like camelback and snake bag.
What type of teeth does it have? Is it like snake-like teeth, or is it?
Yes, they're large snake-like teeth. So whereas regular snakes' teeth be like that, these are like that, and they're like that big around.
I'll take a couple if I could.
It's fine. You guys want to take time mutilating these corpses?
I mean,
cook
we're
them
cooking
anyways.
anyway.
Well, yeah. Yeah, this game just got real metal real fast.
It's just pulling some teeth.
Actually,
That's not
I'll
really
take a couple of the
mutilating.
teeth too, because I can use darts, right?
Yeah, you can craft them in the darts. I'll let that happen.
How many would you allow? Or if I use all of them?
Huh?
How many would you allow me to make?
How many were you looking to make?
What, 5 snakes? That's 10 fangs, 10 total darts, but you got some?
I'll say you can make about 4 darts. No, 5 darts. 5 darts. There's 10 fangs, so you take half. You would take a couple.
Are they venomous?
Huh? No, they have no venom.
I was just gonna take 2, get a token.
They're not venomous snakes. They're constrictors, and swallow you whole. Alrighty.
Anyone else want a couple of darts?
Nah, no darts.
Digging the darts. Everybody set and ready?
Before we go to bed, I am going to pull poison out of the jug of alchemy to fill 1 vial
Alright.
with poison that I can dip my arrows in.
Ooh, somebody's thinking ahead.
I'll dip the poison, the darts in poison.
Sure.
Are there such things?
It only stays on there for 1 round.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Who's the old?
Or 2 rounds.
That's why I like them.
If you give me the first 4 hours while you guys sleep, or while you guys are up and I rest for 4 hours, we're doing a short or long rest.
It'll be a long rest.
Okay, so I can do 4 hours and I can watch selling you the 4 hours for the thing, and that's like a long rest for me. So I can watch the rest of the night.
I'll take the first one.
Alright, now,
I'll take the last one.
for the sake of that, you guys are in a roofed ruins, so it's going to start. I'm going to mark it. It's going to be hurricane force winds, so you guys are probably going to be in here for at least a day. Yes.
Where we're at right now?
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing we got food.
Yeah.
So does anything else show up?
So that's going to be the fun part. Yeah.
So we do get the long rest in.
Yes. Better than everybody catching diseases like they did last time.
Let's start a little campfire inside to keep us supplied.
You'd be have to be tending to it constantly because of the wind. There's walls and stuff. You guys are walled off decently. It's just going to be heavily raining and heavily windy.
Well, depending on which way the wind is coming from, we can pocket it in the corner.
North, so you can say it'd be like coming in from this direction here.
This direction, so if we put in this corner, it should be okay.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything that would decide to come hang out with. Just plants just come flying.
Hey, friends!
We have fire.
Keep my back against the wall.
Well, it's not necessarily a good thing, considering these things wrapped around the wall.
I literally had no chance. Now, granted, if I would remember that I had a shield,
Don't worry, these are the times that we're learning about everybody's ability.
Alright, so with the heavy force of the wind and rain, it's very difficult to hear anything, but you can distinctively hear heavy flopping coming from this general direction, or we'll say this general direction. Flopping? Flopping like a frog. It's big.
like a gelatinous cube.
Not a gelatinous cube, but you see a good amount of, through the wind and rain, your vision is restricted by about half, but you can see through the wind and rain. Let's see, 2d6. 3 giant frogs just flopping through the trees.
Lunch?
Just flopping.
Yep. We will mark them.
Frog legs.
They'll be coming in through about here. I'm not sure how big they are.
Giant froges.
Gigante Frogise. Come on, Phil. Quit being slow.
Nice frog legs.
I'm just going to see how big they are, but I'll put them right here.
Giant frog.
So they will just take up one space. You guys see them through the wind and rain, just flopping, rather large. They're just moving.
Moving this way.
They're going after anything.
Are they bigger than us?
They're medium sized, so they're about,
Our size.
They're bigger than me.
yeah, they're about his size, but they're big.
I can even start the flambe process.
Guidance.
What?
Guidance.
Giving you guidance.
Training without guidance.
So basically, if you make a skill check in the next minute, add a d4.
Oh, okay.
So they're just going to
Are we gonna go out and thump them?
continue
We're gonna come thump them.
in the hurricane force winds.
Why not?
Can they see us yet?
No, they're just currently just flopping through the wind.
Nighttime.
You mean
It's daytime.
They
It would be
don't see,
morning at this point.
they don't see a big fire going?
They're not paying too much attention to it. They have an intelligence of 2. Literally dopes.
How far away are they?
Right there.
Which way is the wind going?
It's coming from this way.
Quick question. How far
Got any
away
rocks around?
from this tower?
You would be about another 2 or 3 days journey, or another, since you're moving 2, I'd say about 3 days journey on boat.
What? Not yet. Not yet.
I'm just saying, I'm learning feather fall right now. And
Okay.
So, this rock. Chunk it at him, but not going straight at him. I'm gonna chunk it at this one, because if the wind hits it, I have a better chance of hitting the other.
Roll with disadvantage, because it's heavy winds.
Too bad your guide doesn't help with this.
Yeah. Do I have this?
12, 6, or 9. 9 and 5 would make 14.
Alright, you do hit him. Roll a d4 for damage. It's just a rock.
3.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's a big rock. So it just bounces off his head.
Hey, kids, is there
And
a
immediately, that one just looks in your general direction, starts flopping.
popping to us?
Or just starts flopping his head while he sees you. He distinctively sees you.
He croaks, they're croaked. They'll come at
And
us.
this is where we roll initiative again. Just let the frogs be.
Why?
What'd you get?
9.
9.
Hey, I rolled a 4. Add the 5, 9. 1 less than 10.
Ranger man.
19.
I rolled a 1, so we're 2.
See, I'd still be faster than you.
19. You're going with it.
No.
All right, jumpers. Round 2 are on
Since I have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that are not active yet, hashtag Ranger things, I'm going to come over here,
That's a wall. Those black things are walls.
come over here, and do a little pine in the corner, just so I can see that guy.
Alright.
Shoot at him with my shooting bow.
Since it's heavy rains, you get disadvantage, which puts you in regular shot.
Yep. 9 plus 7 to hit.
That hits.
16. 8, 11, and then do I still get sneak attack? Because I no longer have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Rains.
That one in particular would not know you're there. If that matters. It's just that one he tossed a rock at.
So I'll just attack again with my or whatever other ranger stuff. 5 plus 7 to hit.
That hits. It's a 12. Their AC isn't that high. Their AC is not that high. They're worth 50 HP.
So 11 plus 6 is 17 plus another D8 for whatever 8. So
I get a visit
25.
from Bob. Why are you killing frogs?
Yeah.
Pops the poor thing, my god.
And then I will creep back in here and be like, those are big frogs.
Them's his big toadies. 16.
Firebolt, whichever one I can see.
Alright, so we can move you to about here and you'll be able to see that one. And we'll get disadvantage on the roll because of the heavy rain.
15.
That hits still. These things ain't tough. They be froggers.
10. 7.
Yeah, someone.
So immediately he sees his friend go down, and then he sees a firebolt come to him. Just pops, and they immediately turn in your direction. But it's still not their time to go, so 9. Throwing another rock? Go for it.
They're far enough away. They're rocks.
I mean, I can eat little snips of it.
85, 13.
That hits. They ain't that tough.
2.
Immediately another rock just bounces right off his head. Then we go to her.
So she is going to then proceed to go here.
One longbow shot at the one you've been hucking boulders at. Hey, that's gonna, well, she gets disadvantage. She doesn't hit the first one. Second shot, she definitely does not hit. She shot twice and didn't hit anything. Then be the frog's turn at number 3.
They move 30 feet, but I'll have it because they're frogs. Because it's for heavy rain.
Why? They're used to the water.
It's water, not that's the wind.
That's the big problem.
The ones at the back, though.
They don't know where they're going though. It's heavy wind. Have you tried to look through a hurricane?
That's fair.
2.
2. What range are they at? Not 30 feet.
Guess what?
So I'm just gonna bang my hammer on my shield again. For that one, wisdom saving throw.
9.
8 points of necrotic damage.
8 points of necrotic.
Man.
He's still up. You see him wiggle a little bit, like his skin starts to shrivel. But he's still up. His body's decaying. 19.
I will move and shoot at the one that has taken no damage yet.
No, he's taking damage.
This guy?
Yeah.
They both taking damage?
Yes, they have.
He's been throwing rocks at him, and he did firebolt on him.
Hey, I've done 5 points of rock damage.
Disadvantage, hurricane force
That's
winds.
right. 16
I see that 20.
dirty 21.
That hits.
Right on. 5 damage with my shooting bow.
5 damage with the shooting bow.
Which one?
The big shooting bow. Oh, this guy.
That one?
And then
Yeah, he's got a big one and a little shooting bow. A little toy bow.
shooting bow and a peepee bow.
He's got a big bow and a little crossbow.
Definitely sound like you said PP bow.
That's what I thought. 16. 16.
I think they've both been damaged, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna do total. Which one's
That one. This one closest to me.
how much is the other one been damaged?
I can't tell you the exact damage, but he doesn't look nearly as bad.
Alright, I'll do total on that one.
On this one?
Just trying to figure
I can
out.
probably kill that one with another rock.
Alright, so I'll do the one that's less damage.
That one.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
But if you do the one with that I told you that, it's gonna taste even better because early onset rigor mortis.
I got a 13 altogether. That time, so I pass. All right. Then we move on to 9. 9. 9.
That's girl, I think.
No, she's at 8.
I'm 11.
Are they 9?
I don't think you did
I might have
mine.
put in 11 and a 9 instead of 11. You're 9 now.
Okay, that's right there.
I'm gonna do the same thing to my almost dead.
Hucking rocks at people in hurricane force winds.
I feel like
I don't have my chart. Yeah.
I'd like to
Ready for me to
imagine that
roll
the
it
rocks
then?
he's hucking are the size of those die.
You throw the rock, and you get some rain in your eye as you're throwing it. It's just like, I can get this slap. Throw the rock in like full force. Like, all right, I'm going to kill this guy. It bounces off the wall and hits you in the face, dealing 3. So you just see him go, I'm going to take this thing out. Bang, God! Welcome to fighting in a hurricane, boys.
And that's Bahamut saying justice served.
Yep, and he's golden, too. Alrighty, so then it would be her turn again.
Hey, guess what? He might get close enough to get me.
She's going to be shooting at the one that you've been hucking rocks at. She hits him.
He's dead, probably.
Probably. Well,
I've hit him
if
for
she
5.
fails. No, she got him.
I'm just thinking, I hit him for 5. He hit him for 8.
She's going to use her second shot to hit the other one.
Beefy frog.
And misses.
It's a beefy frog.
Now it's this frog's turn. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, frog legs to go with snake.
Wee wee. Alrighty. That's as far as he can move in this rain.
Number 2. Early onset rigor mortis.
Alrighty. That's a fail, Ghost Rider.
8.
And it's actually just enough to kill it.
If it's been damaged, it doesn't want to.
1d12.
Doesn't matter.
Dodecahedron.
So, aren't you glad I threw a rock at it?
It bounced off and hit your face.
No. That was the last rock. The first 2 rocks hit him. Hey, you gotta think of something. I didn't want to run out of the rain. I got armor on.
But
You get rusty.
we have to go fetch them.
They're right. There's one right
Everybody
in front of
gets
us.
30.
30?
They were garbage. They're frogs.
Doesn't matter. It was fun.
Throwing rocks at frogs and crap. In a hurricane, might I
Wait,
add.
you never done that already?
I've never thrown rocks at frogs. Can I go to the bathroom? You may. Like it's a school. Could you say, hey, I'm going to the bathroom? Okay.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute. You've
Throwing
never
rocks
thrown
at
a
a
rock
frog
at
in
a
a
frog.
As long as you didn't say.
I'm just saying, throwing rocks at a frog in a hurricane sounds like it's an adage for something.
Sounds like a hit.
Oh, somebody in there?
Yeah.
Sucks to be. Quick hit the women's rescue.
I got that one.
Speaking of the devil.
Hey, what you do is you just sit there and pour it.
That's really good.
What? Oh, yeah, not even going to try. I'll suck at that. So. The devil speaks. Alright. To move along with that mess, by the end of the day, the hurricane subsides.
So we're in
Bummer.
ruins, right?
I was waiting
Huh?
for
We're in
frogs.
ruins, right?
Yes.
Just detect magic. See if there's anything in the walls or.
You cast it and there's nothing, you don't like detect anything faint, other than, of course, you and him. And him a little bit.
What about me?
Your dragon is all natural. Your breath is all natural.
That's breath. But what about my smite spells?
Smash smash.
Your smite,
Smite
unless
spell.
you're smiting, no.
No.
Unless you, it's like, smite, detect magic. Yeah, his hammer's smiting.
See, the great thing is I still have 3 dark visions left.
That's right, from that thing that the little
Gave me
Chwingas
those.
gave you.
Yes.
Little Chwingas.
The Twingers gave me dark vision 3 times.
And I have a heroin.
That's right. That's right, you got that.
You forgot about that?
No, I didn't get anything, so.
I didn't get anything freaking special.
Get like me.
Alright, so you guys got about another day. Dave's sitting out in the rain. And by the middle of the night on the next day, it subsides. Enough for you guys to be able to walk. But before that occurs, wow, this might get bad.
What?
I'm like, oh, she didn't take one.
Can I add in the door to the
Well,
war
the
clerk
DM
button?
says, oh no.
This might get bad.
Must be another button.
Already, Ruth. The rain subsides. It's now,
We'll say mid-morning, just like dew. You can see the storm off in the distance from beyond the trees.
oh boy, this is good.
Coming in for some dryness and some heat, you hear some skittering. You look down around your feet, see swarms of centipedes start maneuvering in towards your position. I have to actually look at these stats because I've never used a centipede. Swarm of centipedes!
Wow, that's a lot of hit points for something so small.
Depends how many of them there are.
There are 4 swarms of them. They're not hiding their presence at all.
So they're just huh? Not particularly. They're all going to be coming in from this direction. So they just like move in over the edge. Their intelligence is 1. They know how to breathe.
Me too.
So do I.
So they're just swarming in, hanging in, coming in for the dry.
So if we see them coming, do we get an opportunity attack?
If you want to attack them, they're not seeming to, want to. They're just centipedes.
For those of us who have never seen Centipede,
Oh no, I know what they are.
They're about the length of a hand. They're just coming in. You can tell by looking at them, they're just coming in for the dryness.
Centipedes are single legs per segment with nice bites. There's
They
the
don't
ones
seem to be
you're
wanting to come after you. They're just.
I was actually going to get a centipede tattoo.
You want to get a centipede pet?
Tattoo.
Oh, actually, pet.
one of these things is not like the other.
It would be kind of cool to catch a bunch of them in a jar and then use that as like an attack thing. Throw a jar of centipedes at
First thing you
somebody.
do is shake it up a couple of times.
So they're not even just bothering you. They're just coming in for the warm, coming in where the fire was. Just hanging out here.
Are we gonna take off?
I look behind them to see if there's anything following them.
Roll a perception.
Advantage?
Huh?
Advantage?
Sure, why not?
1 to 20. I'm ready to
So you look around, see if there's anything pushing them through. You take a quick look. You see nothing. Just some of the trees dripping with the rainwater. You do see this. You do see the storm off in the distance. It's moving on beyond the trees. Other than that, you see really nothing. Some birds fluttering. Nothing big enough that's driving them in. Which I can understand why you do that. Because gorillons. Four zombie gorillas. They're called gorillas. Let's see if I can't pull a good picture of them.
So are we heading out now?
Basically, picture great bait zombified with 4 arms.
I do not know how to cook bug stew. I do not know how to cook bug stew.
That's what they got chased up a tree with.
That's fun.
Twice.
And they had to run.
'Cause I fell.
Yeah, you fell, and they just start bursting through the trees. Like, oh God!
Okay, so we're heading out, I guess. Right?
I don't like bugs, so I'm going to the boat.
Just head down there.
Yeah, we're all heading out.
Alright, this is where I can actually remove all this because the next part is going to be where you guys are going to come up with this.
So we're getting close to the thing?
Yeah.
Long rest, I'm going to swap out further flow and
Magic middle missile.
Magic middle.
Magic middle.
that's not as
What would they do if we made the appearance of a missile like a
Like a what?
minnow?
A minnow?
Yeah, you get hit by a fish.
A minnow missile?
And it's very, its mouth goes.
So you guys are about
I worry about ice.
getting off right here at the edge of the river.
Okey-dokey.
I should have learned another cantrip.
I don't get no cantrips.
I had to sell my soul for 3
Way too soon.
Okay, here's my group.
Get to it, get to it. Alright, you guys can see it off in the distance at this point. Rising high above the jungle canopies, 300-foot tall, naturally formed spire of rock, with smoke issuing from the flaming beacon at the top of it. The walls of the spire are sheer and dotted with caves. Frail-looking ladders hang from the narrow edges at various heights. You're about 100 feet from it, so you can easily see it.
We're trying to like come at this thing under the cover of like trees. Because these things can fly, I'd rather them not see us walking up to their giant towering home.
As a matter of fact, after some counseling, she insists that it's probably best to attack the spire under the cover of either night or rain, because the Terrafolk obviously might see you guys if you try to cross the area.
Birds.
Birds. What is it? Pterodactyl people.
So they don't fly at night?
I like
Yes,
the
she
way
says
you
they're very egotistic and they think that they're untouchable in their tower, so at night or rain they won't send anything in. And it looks clear skies for now, aside from the storm that went off in the direction.
See, we could have traveled before, gotten us there before the storm, then had the storm help us. But no, yeah, like I'd really like to crawl up in an 85-mile-an-hour wind. My cape. Grab
Okay.
go flying.
You guys want to wait till nighttime?
Yeah, we're gonna
I can lead the scouting party since I am a hashtag invisible at night.
Hashtag invisible. Alright, so it gets to be about nightfall. I'm assuming you guys are going to wait. I'm not even going to describe too much.
We can just see what they look like while they're flying around. Keep us in there.
Oh, you want to take a look at what they look
Do a
like?
nice line read.
No, what I'm saying, we can watch them from the edge of the thing.
Oh, you see them during the day, like fluttering around, one or two come out every couple of minutes.
That's what I mean.
So you see that they're making regular patrol. Once the night starts to set in, sun starts to go to the horizon, their patrol numbers start to dwindle. And then eventually, once it becomes dark, you don't see any for a good solid hour. She informs you that this would now be the best time probably to strike.
Yeah. So we wait till we see the patrols.
She says that they're about roughly a dozen to 2 dozen.
When you say they're out on patrol, can we tell, or can I do some sort of check to see if they're like following a leader? Like when we fought those little goblin things, we killed their boss and the rest bailed.
Roll a perception.
Are they following the same pattern?
Perception, 24.
They seem to be following what looks to be almost militaristic orders, based on their flight pattern, how quickly they go in and out, the fact that they're not being lazy with it. So, I don't care about shooting you guys much of this. You guys can climb up this ladder here to get to this ladder.
That's where we're going.
Is this an internal stairwell or an external stairwell?
There is an external ladder system. Each of these is going to mark a ladder. So ladder, 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 ladder.
How far up is each ladder system? How far up do we go to the first settle? The first area.
So there's a ladder clean to the south face of this particular part, and it goes up about 60 feet above the ground. The ladder is a 60-foot high ladder. All right, so
Just before we start going up, I'm going to pull out a tuft of cat fur, wave it a few seconds, and put a hand on you. Enhance ability, catch grace, in case we want to be sneaky. Because you're wearing plate armor?
still it's clicky.
Yeah.
And my dex
So you would have advantage, but cancel.
For the sake of not having to actually bang anything into anything, the pitons as carabiners instead, clip into the ladder.
The ladders are old and a bit rickety, so it might be dangerous to do.
I'm going to go ahead and climb up the ladder. You guys following? with my pluses that don't count.
That actually does have an inverse effect.
Luckily, you're on ground level.
Depends on how far up I was.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right, so you managed to successfully go up 10, 20, 30, 40 feet. You get to 60 feet just before you're about to reach it. The rung beneath your leg snaps, and you start to fall, taking damage all the way down. So you take a 60-foot damage ratio.
How many? How much?
Huh?
5 per 10.
5 per thing?
I don't know. I think it's not.
I think so.
You have feather fall.
I do have.
This is your moment.
Alright, I cast Feather.
How long does it take to cast that?
Reaction.
Oh, it's a reaction.
So do you want to use it on him?
I mean, how many hit points do you have?
47.
If it's 5 per. That would put him unconscious.
If it's
1d6 per damage for 10 feet.
It could be up to 36 points. And I
But
can
we
do
can
20.
give him.
Okay, cool.
I can do myself.
I mean, if you want to take that risk, I'll hold off on Feather Fall because we need it.
You would take 21 damage smashing up against the ground. So you just see him rolling down the ladder. He breaks a couple rungs on the way.
So 46 left. I go ahead and go like this.
Let's go. Oh! All right. So now the DC is now increased by 2 for anybody else who follows up.
So I'm gonna go first. Every 12 feet, I'm going to pound a pipe into the wall and run a rope through it. And then when I get to the top, there will be 60 feet. I'm gonna skip the first 20, and then whatever math stuff. I'm not gonna. But there will be rope and pipe for people to hold on to, hopefully to give them advantage on their climb.
Give me an acrobatics.
I will go up solo. Dirty 20.
You are good.
Awesome.
So you go up and you skip every couple of rungs that you rope going all the way down.
And I'll just tell the
Slam the
last
pipes
man.
into the wall.
I'll just tell the last man to pull the last pipe out before they go up, so we can redo the process.
All right.
Yeah, because we know it's a
I wonder who the last one's going to be now.
Already, you fall. So what does that do? That gives them bonuses on their climb, or
I think an advantage of the climb. I don't think there's any specific thing. It's just like something else to hold on
From a
to.
rock climb
we'll
background.
do advantage. Yeah. And this is going to go. So put yourself at the top of that ladder.
So
This one right here.
then we're just doing normal rolls.
Yeah.
Because you said I was disadvantaged going up.
No.
No, I said normal. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
never
so
mind.
you did normal.
You increase the DC by 2. I think.
For everybody following after you, increase the DC by 2.
So this acrobatics.
Athletics. What'd you get?
4.
All right, so
God, nobody's doing well on this.
Hey, now
That's
you know why I
failing
didn't
by
get
5. God.
Well, now, the question is if it's. I wouldn't have really fallen if I did
You would still fall. Because if it fails by 5 or more, it says, if the check fails by 5 or more, the ladder is damaged and the climber falls quite possibly to his or her death unless precautions were taken, roping the characters together, for example. So you will still, I'll say, because you're holding on to that thing, roll a dexterity, see if you can keep it grip. Just roll above a 10. So you're good. So you fall, you break a couple more rungs as you're like slipping, but you grab it.
Is he?
You're about 30 feet off the ground.
Okay, that answers my question.
So make
I was
another
gonna ask if I
athletics.
could jump up, slap his boot, guide her.
it. Still an advantage now?
It's still an advantage, but now the DC is a little higher now.
What was it? Athletics?
Yeah.
So 18.
Okay, so you're good. I see that other one was a 1.
Yes. Thank God. it is advantage.
So you gotta put yourself right next to him. And she's down there just looking up at you, just kind of like terrified. So she's like, I will guard things down here. She's.
I'm going to throw a rope down so we have a second rope.
All right.
Tie off. That way, if they're climbing, they slip.
Alright. That's fine. I'll decrease the DC by the two. I'll take off the 2 that you did, breaking the extra rungs of the ladder.
Pat you on the shoulder. Kelvor be with you. Guidance. Add a D4.
Double ones. Okay, so you got it.
17 plus 5.
Tie it around your gut, you're just climbing up there. Like, I am not doing this again. You see that there are distinctively lots of damaged rungs in the ladder.
Well, that'll be good. They can't use it coming down.
They can fly.
Not if they're hurt.
Or you rip their wings off. They'll just jump off. Life's not wrong. Let's go and put yourself next to them. This is all your fault. Those places with the lines are where there's like rock walls. So.
And the dwarf is last. So we're going to take that 11, 13, 15.
15? Alright, so you good. You make it up just fine. Love that one. So you're up with them now.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
That was hilarious.
Last minute you pulled the buttons up,
I
right?
am just glad you didn't do it while you were up at the top, or else you would have fallen to the death.
I would have been able to pull the Titans out as it was going, right?
Yeah, you're just going pop, pop, as you go. Alrighty. So as you get in there, it's all like an abandoned-looking cave system. It's all rough-looking cave. And there is a 10-foot pit right here. And in here you see what looks to be like a little chimney area that seems to lead up. And
Is it lit in here?
huh?
Is it lit in here?
Some light, just by the outside.
Do you need light?
I would know. I don't do that.
No, I do have a couple dark visions. I just don't know how long that lasts.
I can,
8 hours.
I can do dancing lights for right now if you want. That's free. It's a cantrip.
See, I'm one of them. Dragonborn, they don't have.
What's everybody's passive perception again?
14.
Mine is 11.
That works for me. I just needed to know for purposes. So that pit is a 10-foot drop right there in front of you. The rest of it seems to be alright.
I said, I cantrip dancing lights so you have lights seen northwest.
10-foot drop right in the shield.
Yeah, right here. This is the 10-foot pit.
Okay.
And then the next goes to the next area.
Is there anything in there?
Perception?
15.
15? You see what looks to be thin webbing. Like it's been, like almost like cobwebbing.
In the pit,
Yeah.
I'm going to do dancing lights, cantrip, and illuminate just points around there so you can see any deeper, anything like, can you see anything specific?
Like what are you looking for exactly?
Spiders.
That's a good idea to look for, but no, you don't see any down there.
And then tech magic, out of 30-foot radius.
Of magic 30-foot radius? In your immediate vicinity, no. Nothing magical or enchanted other than, of course, you two.
Okay, so right now I'm going to use the dancing lights to kind of help illuminate our way.
Not yet.
And then what's back here? This is just a walkway.
Yeah, it's just another separate walkway.
Is it dark back there?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back there and go hashtag Ranger Invisible.
Hashtag
I mean, I was going back there too, so I run into hashtag Ranger Invisible.
But now, is there any other way up aside from that chimney?
Unfortunately, not now. Or we'll just say no. You don't see any other ladders around where it could be. You just see a chimney with looks to be handholds going up about 10 feet. And then hits the ceiling and it goes up.
Wait, Chica stayed down there? She's not coming up?
She's terrified of heights.
Alright.
I'm just thinking, it goes up 10 feet. Is there an opening at the 10 feet?
Alright, so going in there, it's just very claustrophobic. It's very tight. There's rock walls and cobwebbing here and there. Nothing too major.
Nothing on the floor.
Just stone.
Being a dwarf, could I do a search around to see which way they walk around, if they walk around down here?
You You can tell that it doesn't look like anybody's wandered around here for a long, long time.
Okay.
But based on what you can see, the only walkway would have been over that bit. You can see where it's like there was like a little natural bridge. It looks like it got cut, and on the other side you see something very similar. So it's about 15 feet. Yeah, actually, about 15 feet. I like how everybody's just avoiding that pit.
Yeah. Not looking forward to it.
Have a.
So
It goes like down.
Did we see a bottom?
Huh?
We saw a bottom, right?
Yeah. It's 10 feet down. It's not
7 feet down?
10. 7. Quit trying to praise it on.
No, I asked 7 feet down. Is there any handholds in the pit or this?
No, but it's nothing man-made or anything, but it's natural. You need to climb your way out.
You can climb your way down?
Yeah. Roll a climb. Roll a strength check.
Before you do that, would we want to burn up the webbing that's down there just in case?
Prestidigitation. Because it does small fire, campfires.
Purgation.
Yeah, purgatory.
Purgatory.
I was thinking
That's
fireball,
purgatory.
but sure.
So you have to burn the weapon.
Yeah, it's just like just immediately burns it out.
No
Strength check. You're good. You're fine. So you climb down there. So go put yourself down in there.
I lower a rope behind him so he doesn't run.
Anything there?
Yep.
Swallowed by a sand monster.
Sarlacc pit. So coming out of little crevices in the walls,
What do we got?
4 giant wolf spiders.
Okey-dokey.
The dancing lights scare him off.
Well, they're vermin, so it's very hard to scare them.
Usually spiders and light.
Not these. I didn't think about that ahead of time. It's my spiders, dang it. So immediately, since you were surprised by it, because it says if you didn't have a passive perception of 17 or higher, you're more surprised by it.
17.
Alertness. I can't.
Uh-huh.
Wait, but alertness says I cannot be surprised if I am awake.
That's weird, but alright. Giant wolf
Oh,
spider.
you're talking about the feet? I've got it right here. Alerts. +5 to initiative. You cannot be surprised while you're conscious. Your creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you.
That's fine. I remember that now from your barbarian and Strahd. Alright, so now we roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
You guys are just burning right into the combat, aren't you? Got 20?
No.
No, I got it.
No, I got a 3.
Yeah.
So I got 8.
3?
No, 8. When I had my alertness.
20.
21?
Yes.
Alright, you're low.
Spiders. Come again?
Bam!
Just for funsies, I'm going to use the incisor to bite just a little bit on my thumb and cast Bane on, let's say, your corner and then the 2 farther.
Alright.
I yell down, save the thorax so we can make
Charisma
a silver
saving
rope.
Oh god. What's the DC?
14.
Of what? Wisdom?
Charisma.
Charisma. Yep. So the first one probably gets it. But nope, because it's -3. The one on that far corner? Nope. The one on that far corner. The one right next to him.
Yep.
Nope, all of them fail.
So they have a -4 to attack rolls and saving throws. -D4.
Alright.
So whenever they make a attack roll, minus a D4.
They're going to be going last, so. Yeah. 18, or is that all you got?
That's it.
18.
Woo! #Ranger/rogue stuff. Alright, I'm gonna attack this dude. And I have advantage because he hasn't gone yet. Which means I have sneak attack. At 20.
100% thought you said that he has advantage because he has a gun.
Spiders. Oh, that sounds fun. Spiders with guns. Ooh, take out their pincers. Take out their teeth. Give them like 6 shooters.
So 10,
No, gotta be at the end of the
12,
Each of the legs of the gun.
attack, 17 to that guy.
That's probably gonna kill it. They're just spiders. Yeah, they don't kill it.
Alright, and then I get my second attack with my Moonstalker stuff on that one. On your first turn, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not activated. They haven't activated, they still have advantage.
That hits.
No, 17. We're gonna go 8 plus 12 total.
This one?
Yeah.
I wasted a spell slot.
Alrighty. Then we move on to 14. Wizard Man.
Just one on the other side.
Alright. That hits. I knew you had bonuses, so I'm just going to say go ahead and hit it. Holy crap.
I think, unless.
It's a D10.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you roll a D8.
That's better. It kiltered on that one for a second. I was like, I'm sorry.
Life sucks.
Which one got hit tonight?
I think the one that was closest to him.
Yeah.
Alrighty, moving on now to 8.
Guessy who?
Mr. Fireman.
It's the fireman. We're gonna thump him.
Alright, which one?
Without the thump, the one that's not injured.
Alrighty.
Might as well, I'm just doing a normal, we'll do a normal thump on the injured one.
Will you now?
7.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Nope.
Man, your rolls are not too good today.
Try a different one. No, I did.
Alright,
Do this one.
is that all? Is that all you got?
I only get one attack around.
Alright.
It's my turn. Both of them going after you.
17.
Because you're there.
And that one gets -4, right?
Minus a D4, yeah.
Minus a D.
So go ahead.
Roll the minus, see what he gets.
2.
-2.
Alright, so it's +1 to hit. It's a 3, so that's a no.
And now the second spider. 17. No, 18, 19. 19.
Yep.
Alright. Then we could give you 1d6 plus 1, so that's a 3 damage. Now make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
You're good. Half as much on a failed save, so 5 damage from poison.
Okay. Can I get my reaction?
Sure.
That's only 10.
Nope. That's a negative. Ghost Rider.
Flailing around in the dark.
19. No, 21. 21. 21. Looking at the wrong initiative rolls.
Not gonna waste any more spell slots. Bing bong. Wisdom saving throw.
Which one?
Let's say the one that I banged. And
Say that too loud.
what's up?
I said, don't say that too loud.
The one that I banged?
I think I said bang for a second there. So I still passed. Got a 17.
-2, yeah.
Moving on to, is that all you got?
That's it.
18.
Only one of them has been injured, right?
Yep, and that is the one that's on this side.
I will shoot that one.
All right, fire away, Johnny boy. That's
Nat
a trick.
20.
You've rolled a lot of those tonight.
Good day, guys.
Hey, somebody has to roll a bad one, somebody has to roll a good one.
Somebody has to roll fail, somebody has to roll success.
I'm on this side of the table, so my luck is my own.
8 total.
He's dead. He only had 2 left.
And I couldn't bing bong it.
I only roll another dice, right? I don't add my It's like 1d8 plus 3.
It's dead.
No, I just for future use.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm doing that right.
I don't think
That one has not been touched. All right, so now we move on to 14. Wizard Matt.
Since I haven't, I'm going to do the long road. Just 'cause I haven't shot it yet.
Alrighty. Swing away, Johnny.
15 plus, oh, 2, so 16.
That hits.
So 1, 2,
6 altogether?
I guess this should be a better.
Alright, so he pops him in the abdomen. Just starts hanging out of his butt.
Now, if you're proficient, I'll ask later.
Okay.
Not proficient.
8.
Proficient with one. 16.
So that's a bit too good.
That's 7.
Yeah, he's down. Pop.
You notice what I didn't use?
You haven't used your fire breath yet. You haven't used a smite.
Not for tonight.
Alrighty. So there's 4 of those and 4 of you. Everybody gets 50 XP. They were nothing. Really, they were nothing.
Hey, can I see one of your dancing light things? Where they came out of? Is there anything back in there? Like,
Oh, yeah, the dancing lights, yeah.
Perception. No, there's nothing else in those crevices. Looking for eggs or something?
no, or there's something.
More than a little
Did you have any more of those vials?
What do you?
Okay. Find enough other stuff.
I have
roll
two
strength
full
check.
of acid and one full of poison. I can dump out
You're
one of the acid.
you don't even press. Jump. Yeah.
If we think that
Spiders!
venom is more potent
So,
than
looking
acid,
around in there,
I'll
does it
dump
look
the
like,
acid out.
other than the handholds that go
Throw
up?
you a vial.
In that particular room, though, it's just rough hewn stone. Doesn't look like it's been messed with for a long
So,
time.
at this point, we could say there's no way to get the next level up.
No, you can still climb up in that one little chimney hole.
That's what I'm asking about. Other than that, okay,
Other than that, no.
I would like to milk some spider scoop.
All right, roll dexterity
Dexterity?
to avoid.
Just straight dexterity? 11.
Managed to get 2 vials worth of venom.
One vial, because that's all we got.
Okay, so 1 vial. They'll just waste all the other ones.
so I'll come back there. You guys just want to throw me the rope? So you can just,
I already threw your rope down.
no, I went up the other side.
Oh, you went up the chimney?
He gave you a rope
I'm
and you
over
went
it.
down.
It's not that much of a strength check to climb up the top of that stuff.
Okay.
So, you guys want to do it?
And the bad thing is I rolled a 20 coming
I'll
out.
just let you guys go ahead and get it since we're not in too much urgency.
So, do we want to...
You guys can just move all into that one little room with the dots.
Okay, so let's go up the chimney.
I'm going to douse dancing lights. And we need to send someone up with night vision on first. So that way we don't have to worry about anything up top.
Who's the lightest of those? It's you.
Yeah. All right, Nicholas. All right.
A little bit heavier than you.
But my stuff,
All right. So roll. So you're gonna try to climb up first.
I guess.
Roll in athletics.
I was going to say we try and help lift him up.
10 feet.
It is up to the top there. To climb through there, it is a 90-foot climb.
But you said it was a 10-foot.
Oh, at the edge of that pit there. Yeah, I thought you guys were talking about the
Okay,
pit.
we misunderstood.
Inside that little chimney there, it's a 90-foot climb.
So once he goes up there, I'm gonna look
I
behind him
got
and
the
be like,
piton and stuff. Well, I want to be quiet. Yeah. I just thought, alright, so whatever.
What'd you get? Is that a 1? Oh, you got a 3 altogether. That's a failing by 5. Okay. So you get about 30, let's say 90, so we'll do a D6. That's for every 10 feet. You get about 20 feet up. You climb and slip every now and then. Grab a couple of the handholds, and they just break underneath your hand. You take and you start just like bouncing going down the wall. Like, have you ever seen Emperor's New Groove?
No.
Well, there's a scene where he's trying to climb and he just starts bashing off the wall on his whole way down. And you are taking 4 damage just by smashing against the wall, and he just suddenly just flops right to your feet. Now the DC
I did
has
it
gone up by
quietly.
2.
I did it quietly, by the way. So.
You just bang, 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 hit the ground. Like Assassin's Creed style.
Hey,
He's just bloody now.
I haven't used your feet.
Do I try, who's got guidance? Is that
Use the feet you gave.
What feet?
Remember, you sit there and said, "Here, I had that bonus."
All the cat's grace?
Yeah.
Is guidance a cantrip? Try again. It's on the lightest.
If I use guidance, he loses the cantrips because they're both concentration.
Yeah, but if you use guidance and I make it up, you can just cast it. Or no, is
It's
that?
a second level spell.
Oh, never mind. No, okay, never mind.
You're going to want to keep it going as long as you
All right,
can.
I'm gonna try it again.
I think it's an hour concentration.
So it's now, the DC is now increased by 2.
Before he goes up again, I'm gonna take my pipe and my rope, put it on, and be like, "Hey,
I'm at that really.
you have 5, right? Yeah. It's a 90-foot cart. Right, but you don't have enough rope. How much rope do you have? So I'll give him my rope and a pipe.
Now we know why he fell.
Be like, hey, you know,
Too bad I wasn't today.
why is the trail?
What'd you get now? That's not a fail by 5 or more, but you do slip another 10 feet, but you catch yourself. It increases the DC by 2 again. It's as if you fail, it increases the DC by
Just for me, they're not there.
for everyone following behind the climber.
And I don't have them.
So you're just like slipping, pulling out rock handles.
Why did I pick Mending?
Well, it takes a minute to cast, so you'd be sitting there at that one spot.
What else am I going to do at that point?
But you can try to climb again. You're now 10 feet above the ground.
Wait a second. How about I try?
I was about to say, would you like someone else to try?
Okay.
So you're like, let me try. Like, okay, fine, I'm done. So you go down. Roll in athletics.
Yes, I'm going to get one.
It's now the DC is still increased though. That's the problem. That's fine.
25.
So you're right. That's a crit. You just start like jumping Assassin's Creed style on each ledge.
You get 50 feet up, tied to the rope.
I feel like he's big enough, he just has to kind of shimmy worm like.
You figure 6 foot 8 tall.
Do you see anything up top?
Let's see what you see up top. Level 2.
Level 2.
Go ahead and put yourself right over here. Wherever this little ugly groove is here.
Emperor's ugly.
I was just thinking that. You and me, well, I went to that.
I was gonna say, I noticed it like I didn't see him, but I was like,
Stuffed our heads together like there's nobody
Oh boy.
Alright, so in there, it's distinctively windy. You can hear the wind outside blowing around. But in there, it's still rather dark. You see the light coming in from
How
outside.
long have we been doing this?
I would say about an hour and a half. Just by climbing and falling and constantly
No,
breaking
I'm
ladders.
not. I was thinking about.
Oh, patrol during the night? I would say it's just a little after midnight now. You guys are
Okay,
going
that's
out.
fine.
If it's been past an hour, you have lost the enhance ability. So I'm gonna start guiding people.
You're gonna start what?
Guiding people.
Alright, so who's next?
Well, now that
We do the rope. And guess who can be the anchor of the rope?
You.
Since nobody else can outweigh me.
Alright, so let's do
What?
get an advantage. Who's
Dragonborn.
you get an advantage?
6 foot 8, 343 pounds.
Guidance.
So that's a plus.
D4.
Advantage. So it's that'd be a 16.
You got up there, you don't even need that. So you managed to get up, so go ahead and put yourself on. Same thing he felt, or he heard.
Alright, now that I've got night vision, I'm going to look even further and make sure there's nothing else.
In that immediate room, you see nothing of any particular interest. Just you hear some dripping, like some water. That essentially, yeah. Who's next?
I'm going to stand guard while he's anchoring. I'm going to stand guard and make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
Like right here?
Yeah, well, back toward him a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm not going to expose myself around that tunnel.
I got you.
Peek around the corner.
I'll go last.
Not going up because I can guide you up. I can guide myself
You
up.
got the guide. I will head on up now.
Guidance.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
You have.
Do you have advantage on it? Good God, you're up there. You're fine.
24, max on both. Oh,
What's
like
those dice
hammer. I
already?
am just
I
crushing
didn't
it.
even need the guidance.
I
25.
hate to see what I'm about to roll. Because y'all just use the table's luck.
You get advantage.
Got it myself. Where are my d4s? There. Okay. 17, 19.
You're good on that front. You make it all the way up there just fine. It's always the guy who goes first that always gets screwed over the hardest.
Well, plus I had a -1 to athletics.
That's right.
You're not doing
You're not going up
any
first
more.
just for again.
You're not going first ever
When I
again.
was the lightest.
So the wind, you guys hear the wind picking up just because of how high up you are. At this point, you're now 160 feet above the ground.
Okay.
And it is. You can see some light, like from the moonlight, coming from outside, so you can see your way around
Let's
a bit.
check this around. This stuff out.
I am going invisible. Walking around.
Invisible.
I would like to see if this is as well traversed as down lower one, just to double check everywhere, see if it's highly trafficked area.
All right, roll a perception.
Will that not be survival?
Sure.
19.
You see that it's not been tracked by large feet, but like something small has been in here. Not like anything that's been walking, but something flying, something small, above it.
Do I see that? Is that a ladder on the side there?
Yes, on that edge of there's a rock wall, and then there's a ladder on the side of it.
And on the other side too?
Yeah, this is a ladder as well, I believe. Yep, that's a ladder that goes down pretty much nothing.
That goes down, not up.
Yeah.
And then the
Not
other
that one.
No, the other one goes up.
It's essentially a ladder that's broken halfway down. It's just hanging there.
And as a note, I left the ones in that one so we can get back down.
So it's,
Yeah.
you do not find anything of any particular magical interest other than you two.
Can I look if there's any like gear or corpses or old meals from monsters? I just want to do a Ranger Road scan through the whole.
You want to go through the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, put yourself right in here.
Hashtag scout it out.
If they're all together, let's
Stronger
head
than
over
hashtag
there.
game.
That's my
All right, so you walk in there. Everybody else is still pulling themselves up. Roll a perception.
You're invisible, right?
I am 15.
15? All right, so you're looking around. Immediately you see on the ground there in that little room what looks to be somebody dead. On the ground, seemingly
Humanoid or?
drained. Humanoid, yes, a human.
Drained?
Drained, like thin. Like bitten up by mosquito. Yes.
Dracula hit
I want to look up at the ceiling and see if there's anything just like.
You ever seen a sturgeon?
Oh yeah. Needle beak bats.
I hate Sturgis. so
Or no, they're
much.
actually a bird type.
Yeah.
But they got this big long needle beak.
Now they don't immediately react to you,
Okay.
but they're hanging upside down. They're about the size of bats.
Say they? How many are they?
9.
Mosquito heads.
Now they see you going in there, but they don't immediately react.
Do they though? Because I'm hashtag invisible.
They have dark vision, 60 feet.
He's invisible. They.
Invisible to anything.
That relies on dark.
Fair point. So you just see them just looking around at whatever's making the noise down there.
Alright, so I'm going. Can I try to creep over to the body and like
Roll a stealth.
pick its pockets?
Roll a
Hashtag
stealth.
the dead guy.
Creep on over to the body.
Oof, 7.
Let's see if they can percept you. Yeah, they do. They know you're there, and they immediately start twitching, looking around where you see like their heads just immediately twitching. All of them just looking in general directions. But on the body you find 15 gold pieces, a gold carnelian ring worth 60 gold pieces, 2 onyx figurines representing chewingas, the little things that give you the blessings, worth 50 gold pieces each.
Can I get those last two again?
2 onyx figurines representing the chewingas, little things about this big with like little masks.
Dark vision, little twig things.
Oh yeah, so onyx figurines. So I have to write all this stuff in onyx figurines and what? A ring?
And a gold carnelian ring worth 60 gold pieces.
So 60 and then 50 a piece good.
Now if you sell them, you're probably going to get half price for all of those.
This is Jedi mind trick somewhere.
This is not the discount you're looking for.
I need this. State your price. Pricing tool.
Name your price.
Or I could just eat some raw meat if I want. Grab one of their chickens and just start
Oh, we
munching.
had some snake and stuff delivered.
I'd say you'd have about enough for a meal left over.
You know,
Throw it down and see what we did.
because I can't get it in the deals.
What's the name of that ring again? I'm sorry.
Gold carnelian ring. Carnelian.
We're down to 2.
Yeah, it's not been busy the past couple weeks. It's weird, because we would be up at like 140, 180.
Would they be in Xanthar's Guide or I mean, we don't know that they're there because he hasn't told us yet.
The Sturges, I think the monster name.
You're dwarf, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
take.
but what he's saying is we see it in the bone.
Oh yeah, anything would be in the
So I'm gonna put the ring in my pocket and then I'm gonna take those 2 onyx figurines and give them to him because you have like stone cutting, right? You can look at and use give it to him and see if you can figure out what they are.
It's 2 onyx figurines.
You know, yeah.
If you would allow me to do a history check.
Sure.
So it's double your proficiency in history.
Sure.
I don't know how stone cutting works.
Neither do I. But you can tell that they're native to the area. You know that these chewingas are maybe around here for a little while. You know that they look to be from that permanent place where they live, which is out across the woods. Obviously they were brought here.
Gotcha. It's a 19 total.
Yeah, they look like they've been brought here, so possibly stolen. They're not. There's nothing else around you that would give you any indication as to why these things would be here.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
These are not terraform made. Is basically what
Yeah,
I read.
they're made by another creature in the same area, in the same continent, but not these rings. So I'm assuming you get out of here by this point.
Would he, if he tells us what they are, can we look it up in the...
Sure.
We're just trying to see if it's
I can read it out to you as soon as my phone stops glitching.
basically I'm just wondering if it's if there was like a light would it disrupt its vision since it's a dark being or whatever.
Let me look it up. I can read out its stuff to you, not its stats, though. That's the only thing I can't do. This horrid flying creature looks like a cross between a large bat and an oversized mosquito. Its legs end in sharp pincers, and its long needle-like proboscis slashes the air as it seeks its next meal. Sturges feed on the blood of living creatures, attaching and draining them slowly. Although they pose little danger in small numbers, a pack of sturges can be a formidable threat, reattaching as quickly as their weakling prey can pluck them off. Weakening, not weakling. A sturge attacks by landing on a victim, finding a vulnerable spot, and plunging its proboscis into the flesh, while using its pincer legs to latch onto the victim. Once the sturge has sated itself, it detaches and flies off to digest its meal. That's all I can give you on it.
Can we take it out?
I don't think we need to go that way.
Yeah, because the ladder up is right there.
Yep. This ladder's broken, but that ladder is the ladder.
Is it on the outside or is it on the inside?
It's on
So
the
we're gonna have to go by there anyways.
It's
No, 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 no.
So they're in this room here,
Yeah.
which I was just in, but we have to go the other
So I'll
direction.
just put them there for being there.
But they will be able to sense us when we go by. I'll go by first. What the heck?
All right.
How,
I'll be 100% honest with you. They're not gonna mess with you unless more than one of you goes into that room.
unless more than one?
As it states, the chamber in the northeast corner is a layer of 9 sturges, which clean 10 feet to the height of the ceiling. They don't react unless multiple characters enter their lair or someone brings their torch or other open flame.
In which case they attack.
I could have brought an open flame.
You torched them with your mouth.
It's the first thing I did. What didn't I?
That's kind of what I figured you were going to do.
Well, here's the question.
That would
I
be
didn't
the
do
way
it.
to take them out.
I didn't.
But I
do
might
it
need it for
the
theirs.
dancing lights affected that since it wasn't doing.
Let's go on up. We're running out of time,
I
guys.
mean, I didn't. They're extinguished right now, but if I would have had dancing lights going, would that have done the same thing as a torch?
It probably would have triggered it. Any kind of open light source.
Okay, gotcha. I'd say just go up. I'm not going first this time. Not
I'll
it.
go up again.
All right, you want to go up that ladder?
Those goes.
Outside one, yeah.
All right, hold on. Before we do, I'm just going to have everybody go.
What? Oh, guidance.
Guidance.
All right, so before we do that,
What?
since it's outside, there is a heavy wind.
This is why you have
You guys are getting
the
bad
guy.
luck today.
So who's going to try to climb first? You? Roll the dexterity.
Dexterity down.
You no longer have your thing because we've been doing it for an hour.
7.
Plus guidance.
Oh my God!
Plus guidance. It's a plus D4. Right?
I did.
It was
3.
7.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're dead.
I just got out of
A
here.
gust of wind forces you off, and you fall 160 feet to the ground.
We're not 160 feet up. We're
oh
halfway
yeah.
up.
As a
Oh, wait.
reaction,
Yeah, I'm 160.
as a reaction, I can do featherweight.
Do you have to touch him to do it?
Nope.
No.
What's the range?
It's 40 feet.
Feather fall range 60 feet. When you're a creature within 60 feet, you fall, which is up to 5 fallen creatures within range. Fallen creature rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. Lasts for 1 minute. If the creature lands before the spell ends, takes no fall damage, and can land on its feet, and the spell ends for the creature.
All right, so you're falling 160 feet to the base of the ground, but you're falling very, very slowly.
So maybe can you reach out?
We
Like,
can try
if he's really, really slow, can I try to throw a rope? Like, see if he can grab it?
It would be a gust of wind, so it would have forced him off the pillar. That's the only setting.
I'm gonna throw the rope out.
Roll a dexterity. We'll say you have to roll to hit his armor class.
14 plus my dexterity, so 16.
He's 17, isn't it? That would be a miss.
What if I grab that?
It would just be to get it to your location. That's all I'm doing. Just have to roll.
Yeah,
the
that's all I
dexterity.
was trying to see if he could even have a chance to.
It would be a little too far off, unfortunately. So you're just going to fall slowly. 160 feet.
And how long is it going to take me to get back up?
Probably about another hour because you have to climb up that ladder again. So we're gonna. Oh man, this is hilarious. So you're off. So you just see a gust of wind blow. Like no.
Well, I mean, if you want, I'll jump down there with you.
No, go on up.
Yeah, let's not make this any more complicated.
Should
than it
we
needs to
wait
be.
for him?
If you wait in the next one up, you don't have to worry about it. Because I'll come up to that level. You just don't want to be sitting on that edge the whole time.
So
No, we could go back in here.
how long does Featherfall last?
A minute.
1 minute.
All right. So
I go all the way down.
you're gonna go all the way down 60 feet around. So
3 rounds.
3 rounds to go down, and it would take more than the rest of that minute to come all the way back up.
But I might be able to get through the first round. Close to the first, halfway up the first one, not have to worry about it.
You'd be falling down this edge, and the next ladder is on
I
the
know.
south side.
Yeah, so it's going to be too long. Okay, that's fine.
So by the time you would get up, we'll say that you can hit the ground and then climb up that next ladder without any trouble, but you'd still have to climb up that next chimney.
Okay.
So
The one with the rope left on there, right? That's what we did.
So you can get an advantage to climb up that. I'm not even going to bother you. You can roll in to get into that pit.
Oh my god.
6.
My God.
No, actually it's 11.
That's still a fail because I have the DC go up.
With the rope there?
Yeah. You get it with advantage, but the DC kept going up because you kept falling and breaking things down.
Breaking more stuff.
Right, so even like say there wasn't even handholds, if it was just a rope down the chimney, like 2 pieces tied together, that's 100 feet of rope. Can he not?
But it was 90 feet.
Right, 50%.
You would still be able to climb, but the DC was originally low. It's in a single
Right,
digits.
right.
But because you kept going up there and you kept falling by 5, but just failing, you kept pulling some of the things down that increased the DC. The rope being on the side gives you advantage over it because you're holding on to something. So he would still consistently fall. Oh. I would say you get up about 10 feet, but you manage to climb on. Roll a dex. What time is it? Everybody leaving?
No, I think it was just I'm not gonna roll those 2 again.
Oh, you're just putting them away?
No, they're still there. Just for this roll getting up garbage. Good. 17.
So you fall a little bit at first, taking, and since you failed that first one, taking just 3 damage from falling. After that, you manage to climb your way back up. So now, after a little bit, you're back up with the rest of the group. He comes around, just covered in dirt and got rocks and stuff in him. They're just looking over at you like, so, what's going on?
What's in your roll?
So who's going first then? I'll still try it again. It's up to you guys.
What are we doing, dexterity now?
It would be initially a dexterity once you start grabbing onto the ladder. I'd have to roll a d6 to see, and I'd have to, on a certain result, a gust of wind blows you off. And then you get a dexterity save. So
Who's got a higher dexterity? Me. Because I've already used feather falls.
So you going up?
You have more spell slots.
Right, but I'm a wizard, so once that's gone, it's gone.
Ooh. 5th edition, you have the spell slots, and the spell slots is
You have certain ones you can do, and then you pick which way you want to go.
yeah.
I thought if I cast, like, say, magic missile, whatever's done, that's why I got it.
No, you can use all 4 of your first level spell slots on magic missile, but you have multiple things prepared.
So you can prepare all of the spells in your spell, or you can prepare a certain amount, and you have 4 spell slots. You can use 2 magic missile and featherfall, 2 featherfall and a magic missile, and so on and so forth.
So then what I will do is I will do these, and as I use them,
You want up first then?
Sure am. Who has rope that I can take with me? 'Cause we're left.
Here's 100 feet of rope.
I can pull the rope and the chimney.
Now what I'm talking about. Has rope on them. There we go. How high is that ladder that I have to go up?
That ladder goes up. Let's see. It says it goes up 90 feet.
No, 90 feet, sorry, 60 feet.
We should have brought more rope.
I will go up.
Yeah, 250.
If I make it to the top, pound the rope in, so they only have to get the first 10 alone, and then the next 50 assisted.
All right, let's see if a gust of wind hits you, which it does not. So
Awesome.
make it an athletics check.
See,
5.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are gonna die, I swear. You failed it by 5. Because the DC was originally 8. He failed.
So
That broke some of the ladder.
So I'm casting featherfall again, or no?
It's up to you because he's gonna fall
as
160
soon as he
feet.
starts to fall, I'll try to throw the rope. Okay?
That works for me.
16 and that makes 21.
So he hits you with the rope. Are you falling? Are you doing featherfall?
If he caught him, no.
All right. So if you caught the rope, you just start sliding down. He throws the rope to you. So you start bouncing off the ladder, which increases the
Pull him
DC. And again,
Does
It's not about dexterity, it's about strength.
Yeah, it's athletics.
Dexterity would be to
If he has a win. I
if
don't
the
even
wind
think
gets you.
I don't think I even grabbed the ladder the first time because
It just says DC. If the character must make a DC dexterity, I'm not going to say it. If the saving throw fails, the character falls to the base of the spire as he or she is secured by ropes. That's if the wind blows. Not since you fell that ladder, but you did catch it. You got it. So you pulled him up. Make a strength. Just roll above a 5.
Can you not tie the rope and
okay,
go onto the ladder?
let's just tie it between
It
us.
could possibly break the ladder.
Okay.
Because the ladder is old. Huh?
We're gonna tie the rope between us so we're not worried about that much.
Okay.
And I'll go up the something.
That's a
All
lot.
right. So
Go ahead and try.
roll an athletic. Or yeah, that's right. I got to do gust of wind to try to push you off. You're good. Roll up athletics. Did you get a 1?
No.
You're guided.
With the max of guidance, does that put you? Well, does that put you over single digits?
Yes.
How much? So what's it bring you to altogether?
What?
DC is going up because you guys are breaking rungs of the ladder going up.
It was 8. How much does it go up in one break?
It was 8.
That's 10.
Yeah, but you broke it the first time.
I never got to it. The wind blew me
Yeah,
off.
that's right. That's right.
It would still be up then.
It's still 10, and I rolled 12.
It's 8. He rolled it and failed.
That's
He
10.
rolled it and failed as well. You rolled it and failed again. I'm doing numbers. Let me do numbers.
As far as the ladder goes, it's
Okay, so it would be a 12. So you would make it. So you would make it up to the top. So put yourself on that edge.
And we are linked together.
You would get an advantage on going up.
I didn't even think of that to start.
Simply climbing this thing is dangerous.
No, fake.
What order are we going in? Are we
Just who's going next?
Okay. I've got the worst, so
You go last.
yeah, I'll go last.
This is athletics, okay? And it is-
Yes, I've got a -1 athletics, so I'll go last.
I'll go next.
Guidance.
Guide me.
Good advantage, you say. Good.
There you go.
Crushed it.
So you're up to the top there now with everybody else without any trouble. Who's going next?
the guidance?
Okay.
Are you're not up. You want to go? Or?
You go up
You go up.
With advantage?
with advantage.
Gust of winds or no?
Oh, that's right. I got to do the gust of wind. I got to do it on you too.
9.
You pass just barely.
Wouldn't that be a thing because we've got them tied?
Well, the dexterity is different. Dexterity would be to blow him off the edge, so he could bash his way down.
Weren't we talking about unless we were tied together?
Did you tie him together, or were you just tying
Yes, we
tight?
did.
Yeah, we tied all each other.
All right, then we can do a straight check, see if anybody else falls off the edge. The wind just takes you all. Or do we want to be safe?
No.
You know what? I'm generous. I feel generous. We'll not do that.
14 minus 1 is 13. If that doesn't make it, that means guy.
You got it.
If you just get +1, you're good. Yes, you're fine.
Then let's
Thank you.
with guidance. Yeah.
So you're good. So everybody manages to make their way up to here.
You're kidding.
Unbelievable.
Free at last.
2 of you have literally fallen off this thing twice and somehow lived because of magic.
Guidance.
Lots of guidance. At least it's not training without them.
Everybody's just going up here, patting them on the back every time they go up the ladder.
All right, so now we're up
Please
there.
don't die. Please don't die.
We're up there in detect
Come be
magic.
with you. Come be with you.
So let's look around in here.
Before we move, detect magic.
Detecting magic in this area here. You detect no magic nearby, but you do hear a lot of noise
Where?
coming from this general direction.
From organic matter?
Organic magic.
Hashtag invisible.
Squawking and
Okay.
that kind of noise.
Can I go in there and do an invisible scout?
You may try. The wind is still very powerful, so you could walk around and nobody would be able to really hear you too much.
And you're looking up to
Yes. I'm also looking it up and around.
Is that a down or an up arrow?
Before you walk away, okay.
Guidance.
Every
A
time.
guy.
All right, so you're invisible at this point.
You get a guidance. You get a guidance.
Everybody gets a guidance.
And then push me up to here.
In a little cage in that corner, there's this for
Yeah, cage.
Okay.
you. All right, so let me describe you what you see. You see four what look to be elderly terrafolk. It's the red ones. They're just hanging around the fire, kind of chanting, talking to themselves. And then in a cage, wrapped up, with his arms bound, his wings bound, his legs bound, and his beak bound, is an Aarakocra. You know what that is?
Bird people.
Yes.
Cool bird people.
Yes, cool bird people.
Not Satan bird people.
His wrists, ankles, and beak, or what we call his wings, are bound with rope. He has no weapons on him. So he's like essentially a prisoner at this point.
Okay.
Okay, so when you say chanting, like religious chanting?
No, just like talking. Let's say like talking.
Just don't hit the Eric Cochran. Alright. So he's gonna play him and I'm just gonna hold an arrow. And if any
I'm gonna come around the corner.
All right.
Flame on.
All right, go ahead and do your thing. You'd have to be right there.
However.
Get those three at the edge there.
Yep. Not a whole lot. 9 each.
9 hurts though.
They'd be like, what?
Just pull around the corner, all of a sudden this dragon just breathes fire on him.
Wait a second. This is our place.
And as he's doing this,
By the
I'm
way,
just gonna yell back to them and be like, we're doing stuff!
Oh no, they got to see a big flame. They would know.
Chick, chick, chick.
Hey, by the way, I do have dragon's breath, and we can
All right,
change
it's that point now we go roll initiatives.
I'm feeling I'm gonna go last.
That's my best one so far.
What'd you get?
19.
Plus,
No.
Plus no.
Initiative. Got a +5.
Oh yeah, +5. Oh, it's 24. Initiative. That's even better.
How do you forget your own feet?
25.
I was thinking. I was looking at this.
Get
Another
wrecked,
nat 20.
scrub.
Have a good day.
18.
Yeah, I'm going last.
What'd you get?
7.
Oh, yeah, you are rolling. 25.
Alright, shoot low stuff, and I have advantage, so I'm gonna hit him with sneak attack.
Oh, we're down to 1 viewer.
Ah.
It's all right.
Hey, we got 3 of them
18
following.
plus stuff to hit.
That hits.
Alright.
Once the video goes up, like I put my videos up. Once the video goes up, we get like 50, 60 views on that alone.
So that's 11 plus 14 total on that guy. And I'll take my
Just
second
an arrow to
attack.
the back of the head while they're on fire.
I'll take my second attack against that guy, which is at advantage.
You'd be able to hit this guy.
That guy,
Yeah, because the other guy's hidden behind the rocket from your end.
and that's at advantage because he hasn't gone yet, which is good because that's a natural one. 14 to hit.
On a Terraphobe. Probably should have had their stats up. That does hit.
Alright, so another D8. So that is 5 plus 6 total on him.
Kills them because they're already burnt to a crisp.
Crispy wings.
Crispy chicken wings.
Original recipe because they're old.
Oh, God. All right, 24. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right, 24. Going after that one?
Of course.
Swing away, Johnny. Can you hit it?
5 is 13.
That hits.
Oh, we're gonna go underling since there's got to be a more punch. A whole 5.
5.
Now, the guy in the cage, is he like where I'm standing? Can I see him there still?
No, because there's that wall.
Okay.
The lined parts are
Gotcha.
stone wall. 18. Wizard man.
I'm gonna go. Is there room for me to get in there?
Yes, but if you were to move right here, you could see either him, but you couldn't see him because he's up against that wall. And it would be seen, so you can move here to see him, or you can move right there and you get what? What are you, human?
Health.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can go right here and get in the middle of it all.
Sure.
He's a hurting individual. He's a flaming shish kebab.
Okay.
You know. He's being a shish kebab.
And the other one's not been hit at all?
Oh, he's been hit. Just
I
not
hit him
really
just
hard.
now.
The one over on this side?
Yeah. That's why I'm faced off against him.
I'm gonna do that one and then use Toll the Dead, which wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving.
Fail.
Okay, so you take 1d8.
D12 since he got hurt.
They're all hurt.
Alright, Shao Kahn.
10.
Oh, he's
Okay, and then do I have enough movement or anything just to start untying the bird guy?
That would have expended all of your movement. 8, which would be the Terrafolk, which would be that one guy who was just seeing everybody in his family just get ruffle stomped. He's now not too happy.
I'm looking for eggs.
Looking for eggs.
He saw me toast him and then turn around and whack him. Get him all nice and toasty. And then
So he's just going to immediately turn, see you there, and just jump on you.
okay.
Not you hit.
Oh, bummer. I'm right there behind.
So he's got 3 attacks, 1 with his bite, 2 with his claws. So with his bite,
AC 15.
the bite does not go through. 2 claws. Neither does go through either. He is elderly, so.
And he's burning.
I'm just gonna waddle up and if I can make it 25 feet.
20.
That's it. That's fine. And I can see Duderman right there.
You wouldn't be able to see him because he couldn't. No, he was right there when he did that. So yeah, you'd be able to see him.
I'm just gonna look around the.
He goes, hi.
Just wink at him.
I'm just gonna go around the corner. Bing bong.
What's the AC?
14.
Let me see if I don't have any negatives to my wisdom. Because I got a 15. Nope, no negatives to his wisdom, so he was 15. He would have passed.
Bonus action. No, I'm gonna save him.
25.
I don't even know.
I can't fit in there. I'm just going to.
If you can move through your guys.
Can I move through?
You can move through your own
All right.
fights.
Then I will move through here.
You can actually move here and shoot him.
That's killing.
Okay.
I am, since I'm ranger and I can do like a minor speak with beasts kind of thing, I'm going to be like, hey, we're obviously here to help.
He can speak common.
Oh, dope. Then I'm going to be like, hey, dude, we're obviously here to help. And I'm going to untie him.
He's not a monster, not an animal, he's a humanoid.
And then I'm just going to like pat him on the butt and be like, there's one left if you want it.
Of
Hashtag
course, he's
recommend.
shaking his head
Yeah.
like, up and down, nodding.
I don't know, can I take that? Oh, that was an action to untie him, right?
If you want to try, like, just immediately cut him up.
You seen that?
What is that?
I don't want to make it too loud.
Oh yeah, the bird.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want to make it too loud.
So
That's what I was picturing that guy doing.
I got you.
my dagger to untie him. And does he have any weapons?
No, it said he doesn't have any weapons.
Oh, I'm just gonna hand him my dagger and be like, go have fun, dude.
Have fun, bro.
He doesn't have any room. Unless he's in the fire.
He can fly, I don't know. Listen, the point is just enabling him to do what he wants. He's just tied up. I don't care
bad decisions.
what he does. I just want him to be able to
He
do
is-
it if he wants to.
24?
Yeah, 24. But he is very grateful. He says, "Thank you
I
so
hit.
much." So what'd you get?
10 plus 5. He died.
What'd you get all together?
7.
7 all. No, he's still. No.
No, remember he had 9 before.
He's burned up alive.
Crispy.
Alrighty, so that one just just cracks immediately. They just got butchered. Just not even really worth describing too well. But the Aarakocra gives you your name. Says his name is Nephyr. Nephyr. If anybody ever wants to write that down.
Fear, right on.
Nephyr. He tells you he hails from Ker Sabal, which is on your map. It actually isn't marked on your map. It is a Terrafolk, not Terrafolk, an Arakok city. He does tell you that he knows at least 8 other Terrafolk live on the Spire, but he doesn't know if there's any more.
Well, that's 8 others, so that's what we're going to see upstairs.
He is very grateful, and he urges you, and he immediately starts making his way off to the edge. Oh, he's got wings, of course.
Yeah.
He says he urges you to visit Kursabal, and he will petition Ashara, one of the shamans, to perform something called the Dance of the Seven Wings, which he says is part of a magic ritual and grants a non-flying creature the ability to fly.
Oh yeah, that's our next thing.
How about that?
So he says, he's basically saying, like in a bird tone that I can't pull off, basically saying that he's very thankful, and immediately under the cover of night,
Takes off.
he just takes off and gets out of there.
Guidance.
Good luck!
Especially
Blood
with
is going.
We haven't been doing well!
I would like to loot the Paterafog.
Paterafo.
We haven't been looting anything. That's why we have no
There's
money.
not been much to loot.
Well, you know,
Pick the pockets of a sturge.
pull some teeth, sell some.
They have each like 2 javelins apiece.
2 javelins.
I need some javelins.
There you go. Just do, you got that 8 javelins.
You don't know the half of it.
And without describing too much more, because there's really nothing else in there. Right over here's another one of those chimney things.
Well, that's what we're going to do next.
That goes up 50 feet.
50, 50.
50.
Do we still have another spool of rope? One more?
Well, we got the one that we're all tied to.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
That's not up to me.
You're gonna climb up
Oh, you're
first.
looking at
I'll
me.
climb up first.
Guidance.
Guidance. So who's going up first?
Who do you think?
All right, go for it.
Dragon boy.
All right, you managed to make it up there.
This is my only use for today, is guiding people, and I'm okay with that.
That was a whole 14.
All right, so put yourself right here.
Stay stealthy when you're up.
And I'll breathe the rope down. It's the rope down tool. I'm doing this because we got all that area over there. Do I see a fire over there?
That is a fire, yes, right here. But you notice that it's eerily empty up there. Roll a perception. You have dark vision, right? You want to use one of your dark vision?
Yes.
All right. So you get up to there, and for one, it's very windy. Very windy. You see that there's this giant tower that goes about another. Hold on. I can actually read this to you. The spire's pinnacle is flat and roughly 40 foot square. The edges are crumbling away. It wouldn't be safe to stand too close to any of them. Vines and low brush grow in profusion. Bones and scraps of meat from dozens of creatures are scattered everywhere. A crumbling stone tower rises another 30 feet above the northern corner of the platform. Right there. A roaring flame floats in the air, hovering above the tower. Tumbled debris from the tower is heaped around the foundation. 3 humanoid creatures with needle-like beaks and leathery wings are burying the last shreds of flesh from well-chewed bones near an open doorway to the base of the tower.
Where are they?
There are 3 of them there,
So there's a tower coming up here.
right here.
Oh, so they're in there, just chilling.
3 of them that you can see.
Stuff.
And you look around, and all around the edges of that tower, let's see, there's 5 of you, 2 for each of you. There are 10 total. So a total of 7 more are perched on the tower, looking at you. They heard the noises coming from the room. And it even states that if there's sufficient noise coming from in the shaft, is coming from within the shaft down the area.
I gotta get used to
That with any significant noise in the shaft alerts the Terrafolk present in Area 4 to the presence of the intruders. So they know you're there, and they are looking dead at you.
Sir, probably like, hey guys, hurry up.
Yeah.
Did you lower the rope?
Here they come.
I don't know that, so I'm climbing the ladder with guidance, right?
With guidance.
So
Guidance. Do I have advantage because I'm aided?
go ahead and roll with your advantage, yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and put yourself right here at the edge here.
Okay. Is it nighttime?
It is nighttime. Invisible. So as the wiggling comes up the rope, roll initiative. Everybody.
Are we still going, right?
Yeah, you're still getting ready to come up the ladder there. Yeah.
Initiative, and then I can try to drag it up.
At your initiative roll. The reason I'm saying is because they're all at the tower staring him down.
They're trying to make me feel. Not gonna work. I'm ready to thump. And I got 3 smites.
Dino Smite.
10.
17.
16.
Also 16.
Alright, looks like all 3 of us need to roll. No add-ons. 18. 18, 11, 7. Alright, so
While we're doing
17.
that, now, quick question. I was gonna try to climb up before we said.
Alright, so go ahead. I'll go ahead and let you two both of your climbs real quick.
We can go ahead and hit up.
And what night? So that's
You got up there. Go ahead and put you there.
and then I'll hold on to guidance.
Oh, you're fine. It doesn't take much.
Okay.
Now you're good, big man.
Keep that one out. So
Wow, okay.
You come screaming up because you heard it. Here they come.
Now I'm going to start running out of counters for these guys, I'm sure, because there's a total of 10 of them.
No, use the other guys. Right there.
Would you like some die to use?
No, I've
I
got
figured it out. You all gang up against the dungeon master.
Here, you can use
I'll
your
hold
little
them
mini
down.
They're
dice.
trying to, trust me.
Everybody learn retributive strike.
I got smite. I got a smiter.
You can use some of these if you want.
I'm just making sure I got. I think I have enough. Actually. There's 7, 8. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2 more.
And
They said there's 2 for each of us.
yep.
Would that only be 8, or are you counting?
I keep thinking hers. Let me go ahead and take those 2 off. You're right. These guys are hanging on the walls,
I got 2 guns, one for each of them.
so they're about starting 10 feet, 20 feet, and then up to the 30. And these guys are inside. 17.
Alright, so these 3 are all adjacent to each other, right?
Yes.
Okay, dope. Here's what we're gonna do. Bonus action, Hail of Thorns, which does an additional 1d10 to the target, and everyone within 5 feet of it also takes that
Do you
d10.
know what their, what element they're affects them more, like fire versus
Couldn't tell you. I know that they're birds-ish, birds adjacent. So I'm
No,
gonna,
they're lizards.
I'm gonna shoot at this dude, and I have advantage because he has a gun yet, which gives him sneak attack. 15, 19 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. So I'll do a D8. So that is 11 plus my sneak attack, 13 plus my Hail of Thorns, 13, 16 to him. He takes 16, and then these 2 take 3. And then I get my second attack.
And for my next trick.
And for my next trick,
Don't get in front of me.
Burning hands.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
is that one dead or is he still
No,
up?
he's still up.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him again. 14 plus 7 to hit.
That hits.
Alright.
11 plus another 3, so 14.
If you have a thing second and have it for a round.
Damage on the second hit?
Yeah.
I know.
That would kill it.
And then I will come over.
And those guys are 10 feet up, you said?
There's a wizard behind.
10, 20, and that's the only 30 guy.
That would take me out of the the light from the fire where I'm at, right? I'm in darkness. Alright, so I am invisible. Invisible.
So it would be their go next.
Hey, Dan.
Come on, Mr. Hank.
Good luck, Invisible Boys.
Is a boy.
Making sure I can do
All right, so this guy's 20 feet up.
Yeah.
He's going to immediately go down his 20 feet and knock right into you.
Oh, hi.
He's first going to do his.
So they're all together.
No, the two inside are in the ground.
These two are up there. These two are on the ground. These two are 10 feet off the ground. He's 20. He's 30. He's coming down to dive and hit. Let's see. What is it here?
Rapid 15 seconds.
What's your AC?
17.
That is a 19 plus 4. And that would hit you. I gotta pull up his stats. His stats was damage. I didn't expect to get that far. That was a bite. Now we got claws.
You didn't expect us to get this far.
I didn't expect to get him with that.
Oh.
So that one hits for 1 claw and the other one does not. So the bite deals 2d4 plus 2. 4, 2, 6, so 8. 8 damage with a solid bite.
Cool.
And then with a claw, 3, 1d6 plus 2.
Cool.
And now he's trying to push you.
Cool.
Roll a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah, both of us. Roll up so he gets higher.
16.
So he tries to push you and you're just forcing him back.
How heavy are these things?
Remember.
They are, in terms of, they are 10 feet high, or 10 foot tall, sorry. So they're heavy. 20-foot wingspan. That's just one.
So what's happening is he's bending over like this trying to push him.
He tried to get him, push him off the edge. He basically got him by the feet. You'd be invisible still.
Would Xanthars tell us what we know about the element resistance?
We didn't read before this?
No, I didn't. But you've
We would
seen
have.
before.
We read the terraform section before Nanny Poo Poo.
What are you guys looking for exactly?
Elemental resistances or
The elemental resistances, they don't have any. They're just animals.
What about weaknesses?
None that you can see in the book. They're obviously not afraid of heights. So, this guy already went, so I'm going to move him off to the side. Swinging at you now with the first Terrafug. He's going to try to grapple you. Yeah.
as a reaction, I do shield.
All right.
Plus 5 on my AC, so that gives me 20.
Bite. 19, more lucky. The 2 claws. Neither of those hit. And then him is going to try to go for you.
Cool.
Next bite. 2 claws. 21 for the highest rolling one.
Yep.
That's a d6 plus 2, 8. Now let's roll off for strength.
That shit was your reaction, right?
Yeah.
If I kill you, it is the second time I've killed
If he
you.
gets pushed up, we'll be able to use
9.
Check your, is that with your strength bonus and everything?
I don't have a strength bonus.
Oh, so I got a 13. He's gonna force you off the edge.
So he's grabbing him like this,
So how does
pushing
it
him this
look
way.
like? How does the reaction, like, so I use shield as a reaction. So I have to wait for my next turn to do another reaction.
Yes. You get 1 reaction per turn.
So the most
I
you can
haven't had
do
my
is
turn yet.
wait 6 seconds and then dive off the cliff and try to catch him and cast Featherfall at the same time.
How high up are we?
300 feet.
So you'd have to
How would that calculate though? Is it even
60 foot around, you can go 10 rounds. So you could
60
actually-
feet around is whenever you cast the feather fall on him.
That's how fast, that's how fall.
I think you would maintain
You
just
fall
out
towards
of
the earth
range.
at 9.8 meters per second.
But with Featherfall, there's, I was trying to figure it out.
32 feet per second.
You would not be able to reach him in time.
He just hates you.
Yep.
He's at the edge.
Came close, died.
Why do you think I moved my guy before anything happened?
I didn't get the option to.
To what?
Does it say where I was? You just kind of.
Where you would have been at least within 5 feet of that hole.
but on the back.
That still would have been close to the edge, close enough for him to push you. Don't worry, I'm going to be trying to do the same to everybody. So there is this one here. It's going to be doing the same to you. Huh? Light. No. 2 claws. 23. Only one of them. D6. 1. So that's 3. Let's roll off a strength.
Oh no, straight up is a 9. Minus what 8.
That's not as much as a 21. So he's going to move only 15 feet. That's enough. Immediately grab you and just throw you right off. Can you feather fall?
Yeah, you can. If you have any spell slots left.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I can do that.
You can do a feather fall.
Can
Get to the bottom.
he try to like catch up to him as they're falling? You know what I mean? If he flames out,
like some Iron Man flies.
yeah, because that happened.
Oh,
same
come on,
way,
roll.
right?
Do a dexterity roll above a 15, and you can aerodynamically get yourself
Can I
moving.
use my guidance that you said that I never used yet?
How long is your last?
A minute.
Go for it.
Okay, so 17.
You got him.
So 19.
So you see him full on. We'll say just before, say it's about 60 feet off the ground when he grabs you. He goes, feather fall! So you just immediately, poof! So here you are going, okay, round 2, time to die. Oh, hey, hello. So he just grabs you and you float down to the ground.
You were praying to your God, and guess who answers?
There's a rusting in this general area because it's armored out.
He wouldn't be able to attack because he was going to.
Just those
These
two.
2 are going to be swinging at you.
17.
The first one's going to do the beak, the bite. That would be 14.
What my idea?
2 claws. One is a
There went literally
18.
every idea I
Yeah, I
had.
know. So the claw would deal just 5.
Okay.
Now let's roll off for strength to see if he can pick you up.
21.
You would win that. So he's not able to pull you
He
up.
starts to pull, and I go, bap. Hey, my reaction. Do my reaction.
Try to bite him?
Yeah.
Bite his legs?
Yeah. Why do you think you failed? What was it? 8 and 5 is.
13, that would hit.
Ah, diggity. Where's my 4 side?
This is getting rough.
4. He grabbed me, I go, oh, whoa. Perfect explanation why he failed.
So they get 3 attacks and a push.
Well, they get, if they hit you once with the grapple, that's how I count them just trying to fling, because it says they fling you off if they can get the chance. And only they would move you half their movement speed, which is 30, so 15 feet. So if you're like near the center, they're going to have to pull you for 2 rounds. They've got you grappled, they're just going to spend the rest of their movement to get you there.
I'm sorry. Didn't they move to get to me?
This one moved 20 feet.
The one that
The one in
threw
the back
him
that
off
actually
moved his
threw
whole
me.
move.
Either way, you still had 10 feet.
They have a 50-foot flying speed,
Gotcha.
30-foot walk.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to look at their flying speed, but still 50 feet.
Well, he was on the ground to begin with. He still went 25.
So you could have picked him up and have gone half the speed, movement, flying included, and started picking you up. I'm just going by what it's telling me to do.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure behind it.
You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
You alright? Did I do something wrong?
No. We're all in shock.
I'm just trying to.
Falling off the third.
I was getting used to having a character die, and now he's alive. I don't know. This is a weird feeling.
I have this weird survivor's guilt, and I don't know why, because it's for me.
Back in Nam.
Back in Nam. And the other one, she's going to do doing a bite. That's a crit. It's only,
I don't think
it's only
we are.
2d4.
Eric Okra, come back.
I know, I should. Like, hey,
2,
wait.
4, 6, 8, 10, 14, So that would be 16 from a bite,
So you maxed out on the bike.
pretty much. It's 2d4 plus 2. We got 3 floors, put them at 12, then we got a 2, put them at 14, we just got plus 2, put them at 16. And now both claws. One of them hits with an 18 without any modifiers. With an 8, 6 plus 2. And since
It's over there.
I don't even know which one was which anymore.
You're doing the one that's in the corner too.
No, I mean, like, I don't know where at on the tower they
He
were
was
now.
from the corner.
So he would have expended most of his movement to get there. So he would have been 30 feet up, 30 feet come down to get you. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to pull you off. The first one did, but now we are, God, 16, the second one.
Alright. I have a very crazy idea. Hear me out.
All right.
I'm gonna take my blanket, move it in the air, and light a fire, and make myself a Chinese lantern, and so I can try to flip it back up. I don't even know if it's possible.
What's your weight?
93 pounds.
That's just the shit you carry, right?
That doesn't account for equipment and everything else.
Carrying capacity is 120, so.
A blanket is not going to be big enough. I like the idea.
I'll tell you what, since it can be windy,
Oh,
And
but-
that'd
I
still
use
be
my
too
quarterstaff to make like a little glider.
yeah, but the thing is, all of a sudden you go up and the wind hits you. Bye.
I would say since
I've
all
got
the rope
acrobatics.
systems are there, it would take you. God, if I do it too long, everybody up here is going to die.
Yeah.
Well, we're either die or not. Anyways,
I'm just trying to BS my way up there.
I know.
I'm invisible.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what is levitate? I do have levitate.
All right.
Range of 60 feet. Range of 20 feet, remain suspended there. Duration, spell can levitate up to 500 pounds, so I can take a breath up and just so if I spend the spell slot I have levitated, it would just take, it would safely get us back up there, but it would still take some time.
Is Featherfall concentration? No, it's just
It's an instantaneous.
So levitate pulls you up 20 feet every round, right? Or is it just 20 feet above the ground? Period.
No, I think I keep going up.
20 feet around. Okay, so 15 rounds later, we're 300 feet up.
We've only been through one round, so you guys have dropped 60 feet. Technically.
Well, I don't know how far we got. We didn't make it all the way to the ground. Why did we make it all the way to the ground after the featherfall?
If he once he started doing the featherfall, that would have been, what did I say, 60 feet? 60 feet? Yeah.
60 feet down or 60 feet from the surface?
Civics 60. Well,
I was going because you were further off than I
so
was.
you okay? How about this? You guys would be 100 feet, 200 feet above the ground if the featherfall would kick in, because that's about the
That way
distance.
we're safely moving on.
So it would take 5 rounds for you to levitate up to us. Because we're in a 300 foot tower.
Well,
And
if
you're
they
invisible
fly
right now,
over,
right?
we might be able to.
And you already went. Did you already go?
So back to my ideas.
This round?
Who was 17? Okay.
I was the second 17.
60.
16.
What were you? 10? 13?
No, I was the first.
25, 24.
Okay.
And then you and the
Yeah.
monsters that me, then him. So I can either,
I think I was 17.
or I can try
and you
my
guys were like 16.
Chinese lantern.
I was 17.
I feel like
I'm the last one of the
better
group.
than the Chinese lantern.
Tell you what, let me get to him, and then I'll get to him because I have something planned. Because then it would be.
It'll be my turn.
He and I had
Okay,
to
so go
go.
ahead. So you got.
I haven't either. I'm after you guys, I think.
Yeah.
What did you get for your initiative? 10? Yeah, so you would be the last one to go. Have you gone yet?
No, I'm after him.
I was after the monsters. So
So you went. You immediately did your featherfall thing and floated down and grabbed him. Off to the third 16.
I'm the third 16.
So let's go off to you. See what you can try to do.
Is there one flying over the edge?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, can I see one of them
The
in
one
front of
that
me?
like pushed you off. Yeah, he would have just started going back up.
Bing bong.
What's the range of this thing? Just so you can see him?
Hang on.
Total dead range is 60 feet.
Unfortunately, you would not be able to get him.
Okay. In that case, guiding bolt. 120.
Swing away. That's a crit. That hits big time.
Gang, gang.
Just snipe him through the face or something.
All right, let's get excited for this.
How much is it? 4d6.
I'm on a roller
It's
coaster.
46 normally.
So it's 8.
Yes. And a 3. So we got 10, 20, 30, 33 points of radiant damage.
That puts him down. So the one that knocked you off, you're like, oh, screw you, Pat. So he's down.
Does he fall to the ground by us?
He's just like starting to spin as he's coming down.
Once he hits someone, cut his wings here.
Once he gets to the ground, how are you going to cut his wings off floating?
No, once he gets to the ground.
Oh, so he's going to get to the ground. So I guess what you guys are doing with the fight, you're going to go slice his wings off or something? Fine by me. He just starts twirling as he's going down.
I'm trying to make a little man play here. I don't know.
Man play.
Man planning. Sure.
Is that all you got?
That's plenty.
17.
All right, gang, gang.
What's your passive perception?
16.
All right. So try not to kill everybody this time around. So you see, as you're right there, glinting through here, amongst some refuse, you immediately spot a chest, and one of the chests seems to be split up or opened up a bit. And you see a cloth-wrapped wooden mask resembling a stylized tiger's face inside that chest.
That's cool. How far away is that?
It is. We will put it. Here's the blue right there.
Okay. And are these guys on the ground?
Yes, they would be at ground level.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Chickadee, check this out.
Check it out. Check it out.
20 right next to him.
While you guys are handling that, I gotta go return this.
I can do it in one move.
Yeah.
I can do it and get in the hole in one move.
They're not worried about it.
They're probably worried about it.
It's awesome. Zephyr Strike.
Do it. If all of a sudden you're in the hole since you're before, you're not going to have to.
All right, so what's the plan, boys?
Alright, so I have Zephyr Strike. You know what it is? Do you want to read it?
No idea. Tell me what it is.
It's a bonus action, concentration for 1 minute on myself. It says you move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Additionally, once before, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack. Roll on your turn. The attack does 1d8. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 until the end of that turn.
Okay, so you can essentially move 60 feet.
60 feet with no opportunity attacks. And an additional d8, which gives me a sneak attack on it.
Alright.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bonus action cast it. No opportunity attacks, no opportunity attacks. Grab the mask.
Okay.
So that was what, 15?
Yeah.
And then 20, 25, 30 in the hole.
I was gonna say, if you want, I still got a spell slot. You both jump off the edge just like feather fall.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
He doesn't trust the timing.
No, because we
Attack one first.
I will. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to yeet this fool up behind my boy, which I have advantage on. 16 plus 7, and then so 60 plus 7 to hit. So I get my original D8 plus 3, 11, and the extra D8.
Oh.
19 plus my sneak attack. 22 on that guy.
He's still up.
Awesome, but you know, he's feeling saucy. And then in the hole. I'm out.
So you're just gonna drop.
No, I'm going to get on the ladder because I still have it. Because that was
You're gonna get on the rope.
15, 20, 25, 30. So I still have 30 feet of movement speed.
So you're just gonna slide down that
I'm
rope.
going to try to safely.
Roll a athletics.
Athletics.
Maybe it was athletics.
Jesus, guide me.
Get advantage because the rope.
Oh, thank God. 15.
You got it. Because you almost made things terrible.
That would be hard.
His first was a.
Wear the mask.
That's it. I'm in the hole.
So you're about 30 feet down in the hole.
I'm halfway down the hole.
I can disengage at this point since he's already went in.
Alright, so I'll just put you, for simplicity's sake, right there. Still going down.
Please don't fall.
That's 5, and I'll be 25 feet down.
Alright, so
I'm disengaging.
yeah, it's not your turn yet though. He went first.
Yeah. No. Whoa. You passed me up then.
He was 17.
Yeah, but they attacked already.
No, he was 20 something.
Who rolled what right now? Because
What's your initiative count?
I was the last one to attack.
so you went before. So go ahead and do your attacks. That's your disengaging. So I'll just flip the. I have these lists and nobody's going to the right numbers.
No, I was the last one because they were at 16. I was
So you're disengaging
10.
going down the
I
hole.
was disengaging. That's
They
5
won't
feet.
be able to fit down that hole.
Yeah.
They're 10 feet tall and they're like at least that wide. They won't be able to maneuver.
Just don't like get yanked over here.
Athletics.
Y'all ever set up an ambush?
16.
That's enough.
So I'm 5 feet above it. Looking up.
You got a big fat butt.
Hey. Yeah, but you're underneath me. I haven't done anything in a while.
So I guess they're just going to proceed to throw javelins down the hole. They get one attack apiece. So there's only 4 of them.
Are they throwing javelins or are they just gonna...
It'd be better to throw.
Would it be? I feel like it would be just better.
Well, if they just let it drop, it'll bounce around. If they swing it down, it'll hit more. And whoever's at the top.
Me.
So first one,
17.
that would be 17 plus 4, so that's gonna hit. It's only a 2d6 plus 2. 9 damage.
2d6 plus 2 for a javelin?
2d6 plus 2 piercing damage.
Wow, and ours is only 1d6. That's interesting.
I'm not kidding. Javelin. 4 plus 4 to hit. 2d6 plus 2 piercing.
Does double the damage plus the 2.
There's only 4 of them that'd be able to get you. So the next one, that's a crit.
I'm not.
I'm not remotely kidding. I will let it sit there and it's not cotton
No,
candy
I'm
dice
not
this
going to worry
time.
about looking at it. We know you crit me more than anybody else.
17 damage.
I'm out.
Oh, that one.
So roll a dexterity save to prevent him from falling on you.
Dex saving throw?
Yeah, we'll do a dex. Just dex saving throw.
10.
We'll say that you catch him, but now the difficulty for you to walk down it is now increased by 2.
Okay.
So just increase the dexterity to go up.
Alright.
And they're still going to be throwing javelins, but only, well, no, you still would have gone down. They're just going to start fluttering around the area now. And do they have dark vision? I think they do.
So they don't see you.
Oh yeah, I'm invisible.
They do not have dark
just see
vision,
you.
so they go that far down, they can't throw anything else and see anybody. So you guys are completely safe now. Nope. So you guys are completely safe. They don't know you're dead. They think you're dead.
So are they not doing anything?
They're just gonna be fluttering around, seeing what they can do, because they threw it at him. He falls in the moonlight, and then they think everybody's dead.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on him to wake him back up?
Sure.
Okay. I don't have to roll for it, right? I just do it.
Yeah, it's a touch.
At this point, we goes to the ground.
If you guys want to, yeah. Go straight to the ground, just fall.
Get 6 back.
Over the course of a few turns, we'll say let you guys get down. He wakes up. Since it's almost 10 o'clock, we'll say you guys get down there and get out of there immediately.
Can I get the wings?
Oh, man.
Yes, you can cut the wings off. They can't see. They think you guys are dead.
No. Oh, man, we left all that other stuff.
There was a lot of other stuff up
We
there.
can take a nap and go back.
That's what I want to do.
You guys climb up. We're gonna hang
I'm
out.
not going back up.
Oh, well. Guys, if we stay here, they're going to try to do... But we stay down in one of those, like the second level. They've only got one entrance in. Well, they got 2, but they can't get down that entrance. We can block only one at a time coming at us.
And
That's-
they would have less patrol.
Well, they can do more
This,
patrolling.
this one, there's only one way in, one way out, right? Other than
No.
the chimneys. Yeah, that's the ground floor, which we're at.
The second floor is the same thing because these are outside ones.
Right, but we're
Go
on
to
the
the
ground
second
and you're
floor.
not.
I know. We come down one, you go up one,
Yeah, so me and him can hang out here, while you guys can hang out there.
and it gives us more to come up.
Plus, yeah.
We have more room up here for us.
All right, I want to add on. And what were the name of those things?
Terrafold.
Plus,
TERA?
you can have two terrafolk coming in, or paratope, on the first floor. Because that's 20 feet wide. This is only a 10 foot wide. That's only 5 foot wide. It's smarter for you guys to go up if we want to go up there next time.
I just created a new one.
We just give
Terrafolk
ourselves
Yep.
an 8-hour rest,
Don't know what I'm doing with them yet.
and we hit them in the morning. So you guys come up to the second level.
What did we decide?
They're coming up to the
We're gonna,
second
we're,
level
we're gonna
because we
come
only
up
have
here,
a 5
hole
foot
out
spot.
here. 'cause
No,
that's-
we're coming here because this is not as wide.
But there's those bat things in
Who
there.
cares about the bad things? We're not going in there. We're coming over here.
Okay.
And this is a 5 foot wide. We can take care of bat things.
Okay.
I was just gonna call it because it's almost 10 o'clock.
That's fine.
Can they not get to where the ladder is? Like, can they come in?
They
that
can
way?
get to the
Outside.
They can get to the ladders, but they can't really navigate too much inside. Terrafolk don't use those paths.
See, so third level was even better if we were there.
Alright.
We just have that.
So they just fling to you off the tower, or they flung you off the tower. The wind takes everybody else off the towers.
Even at third
That flung
level,
me
we
in
can
and
stay here.
That just reminds me of that scene in The Matrix where
There's only
Morpheus
one.
is telling Neo where to go. He's at the edge of the building, his phone flies out, you're just hugging the edge of it.
I literally just watched that last night.
Did you see that scene? It was
Yeah.
like, I can't do this. That's exactly what I'm seeing happening right here.
So,
What?
You
What
see
part
it
of
every
communist
day,
Russia
bro.
are you from?
Moscow.
Ah,
I highly
Conrad.
recommend. Highly recommend.
so if you guys happen to get up to the third level, it'd be even better if you could stay right here. There's
so
a
for
fire.
using the Python so much, coming up with the proper climbing system, and just sniping that bad boy in the face while you're falling, I will give everybody, what is the CR rating for 4?
For 4?
Yeah, you guys are level 4.
But see, we killed those 4.
Let me look up my CR rating here.
I know experience still level 4 is 270.
Oh, I'm not giving you all back, Lord. I'm just giving you the challenge rating. 1,100.
1,100.
Everybody will get 1,100 for all that mess.
We haven't even done, if we go back up.
No, not yet either. But she's going to take the mask and say thank you for your help, and she would actually encourage you guys to leave.
Oh no, they pissed us off.
They made you angry, so we're going to
Before I
climb up.
give it to her, I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a family heirloom.
Did you get the wearing list?
That's all she would tell you, is that it's a family heirloom.
Yeah, I want to put it on before we go down there.
Well,
Since
we're not
it's the
down.
only
We're
thing
staying
I
up.
got. Yeah.
We're not going to see her till after we get done with this whole thing.
Put it on, see if anything happens.
Like the
So,
movie The Mask? Would you-
Honestly, as far as these two know,
They're dead
yeah.
Yeah, as far as they know, you two are dead.
So I say we go
until
up
you
tonight.
guys come up.
Well, I bought the spell scroll for him, so I'm
No,
probably
no,
going
no,
to
I switched it out. We didn't spend gold. I swapped it out for a different spell.
Well, if that wasn't an in-game conversation. If that was me and you, not your dude and my dude. Sorry, I mean,
You're fine.
the worst. Fucking Red Bull.
That was funny.
What? All
The tower did more damage to you than the actual things did.
the Mondstadts.
I was even, that's the reason I was asking about all the animal stuff is because I was getting ready to hit them with dragon fire.
Oh, you're
Or
about
dragon
ready,
breath.
about ready to burn them all to death?
Or something, yeah.
So much confusion.
That's why I was like, wait a second, they're attacking again? They already hit me once and didn't do anything.
Oh, shit. What did
God,
we get?
I'm just gonna start
1,100?
putting names next to all these things rather than just relying on memory.
See, that was the one round beforehand.
I know, I have the other
The
one.
dire.
That's
Cotton candy.
And I was 10. See,
I went there,
monsters,
did
them,
his, and then I just skipped around by
Yeah.
accident.
You would have dropped straight down.
oh, I got so stressed.
You got so stressed.
I'm just really glad you didn't die again.
I was really upset by that.
What did I do to you?
Definitely change the
killing me?
dice again next week. Except I'm gonna keep that blue one because that was a good one.
You guys just early on, you could not roll above a 10 for the life of you.
And then you got it guided.
Just everybody goes up the ladder, you pat them on the back, they go up.
But good game.
I mean, it's not that it wasn't fun. We didn't have to do a lot of good things.
Instead of guidance, it's now good game.
Time work.
Almost killed you twice.
Twice. What was the first time?
Still in my character.
The flash
Oh,
call.
you succeeded that time.
Oh no, I.
Thank you for watching our Dungeons & Dragons Adventurers League. Want to see more? Make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell to know the next time we post to YouTube. Join in on the fun on our live stream at twitch.tv/CapeFearGames. And check out our website, capefeargames.com, for all your gaming needs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.